And greetings, blessings, salutations, and love. Once again, welcome back to Chats with Jack. I am Jack Talcott. And greetings, blessings, salutations, and love. Once again, welcome back to Chats with Jack. I am Jack Talcott, and I tell you what, I am so excited. I am so excited to get started again today and to share time together with you. I don't even know who you are already, but I know some of you. I recognize some of the familiar names from the chat. Blessings and oh man, let's have fun today, guys. Let's truly do as much as we can, right? If we set that intention, we open ourselves up to that, allow ourselves to just enjoy this time together. And brothers and sisters, woo, baby. If things come out like I was remembering and processing earlier, holy cows, we are gonna have some fun today. So I hope you're comfortable, I hope you're safe, and if you're not, circle back later. All right, circle back, it'll be online. And for those of you who tune in later, thank you, appreciate that. I think I sound better sped up, so whatever you do, but thank you to all of you. There it is, man, you're saying it. Big love, y'all. And amen. Make love, not war. And love's not even something you have to make. Love is something you have to discover, to generate, to nurture, to offer, to accept, to become. Become love, not war. Let love become you. That's part of what I plan to talk about today. How did I become me? How did I become this dude who is how he is and he's talking what he's saying? How did this happen to me? Well, my story is what it is. The secret is, or was, and always will be, somehow I found love. Clumsy old me. I fell my way forward into greater trust of a greater love, and the reality is love transformed me. Oh my God. The way I was, which I'm not ashamed of anymore, how I used to be. But here, you know what? I'm no guru, but I am who I am, and peace and love is what I am all about. So, brothers and sisters, thank you. Thank you for joining. And we'll do the thumbnail thing, and then we'll go through some notes things, and I got a bunch of those, man. I paid attention today. I wanted to bring some value on this Talcott Tuesday. If I'm going to claim it for what it is, I'm going to own it, right? I'm responsible for making it shine somehow. So, baby, I feel like the divine has rewarded me for my efforts. God is so good, man. God is so divine. That's what I want to talk about today, seriously, is the divinity of God. Investing your time and attention to grow your relationship with the divine trinity of truth, love, and God. They go together. I mean, you can find it in a lot of books, but there's one book that's pretty darn good. You know what I'm referring to, that Bible one. And the idea is grow your divine relationship with the Trinity, the true Trinity that gives you power. Think it through for yourself. You see the concept I'm pointing to and fill in the details of how it could benefit you if you spent time and attention growing your knowledge, developing wisdom and things that you can apply, right? Think about the rewards of spending time and attention with those you love and that which you love, And then trust there are rewards in sacrificing your time to just focus on spending time with God. Because each day your time and your energies are spent through your choices, just like mine. I make my choices. I choose where my time is spent. I choose what is important. Time spent with attention exploring divinity, it brings far more energy and power than anywhere else. It's a solid conclusion I came to. So you don't have to trust me, but see if what you think about what I'm saying. It makes sense to me because that's what experience showed me. And I made a lot of mistakes in my experience, made a lot of poor choices with my time and my energy. Spent a lot of time with despair and sadness and excuses and blah, 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 blah. The old life is what it was. Praise God for what it was and praise God for what it is, for what it will become. Oh, I'm so excited to discover the future of you and me as each of us, right? And we share these ideas with others and we invite others to join us as we spend our own time investing in growing knowledge we can apply for ourselves to create a better life, knowledge that we can develop and share with others so they can create a better life, or just, spending time and nurturing your relationship with love. It starts within. And thankfully, that's where it ends too. It's all within. And so where I found myself today seeking God was in the depths of my heart. Allowed my mind to lead my awareness into the infinite expansion that is the heart of God, that is with me, that is with you. It's found in the stillness, and you got to slow yourself down to be still. No one can move you but you and old habits, right? So take control of you by giving yourself to God. It's easier that way for you and everyone, I assure you. Just trust that you know the way. The way is that Jesus showed. You love everyone. Stop there. You love everyone and everything, and you receive everyone and everything with the greatest grace and appreciation that you can discover and grow. And that's really the secret that Jesus and the mystics are pointing to. The kingdom of heaven is waiting for you to explore, but you got to be with God. And only you can choose to give yourself to God, to bring yourself to God, to seek God, to accept God, to trust in God, that God will allow you to explore the depths of heaven despite the things you've done, despite the way you've been. The truth is, with repentance and commitment to the real acceptance of love, you don't resist transformation. You support transformation because you're all about the good stuff now. And when you give yourself to the truth of God and you walk with love in your day, your choices get less, right? And that's where a lot of confusion comes in. People get weighed down by actual options, by choices, right? But too many choices, man. Oh, it's confusing. I don't know what to do. I'm making fun of it, but I've been there too. What I'm finding for myself, it appears, right? You don't have to trust me, but I encourage you, try it for yourself. Okay? Try every truth for yourself. If someone says it, try it on. See, is it true? Well, try it on, see if it works for you. But the more I settle into this faith thing, right? The more I spend my day with love, oh man, it's so much more fun. Where was I going with that thought? There's a conclusion besides that one. Oh, as I walk through my day with love, the choices are actually few. I don't make as many choices. I just find what to do, right? Because walking with love requires you to pay attention to the present, to the past, to the future, to be full minded with no intention, no expectation, just like aware appreciation and gratitude. And then you go through the moments of your day and you do what you got to do, or you do what you want to do, because really it's whatever you say. You go through your day doing what you want to do, what your heart desires, knowing that you're here to nurture the divine Trinity with you and everywhere else. And so you're constantly walking through your day with the divine Trinity of wisdom and God and love, and you're seeking where is this offered? Where am I offered? How am I offered? Or is this my moment to receive? Life brings a little bit of everything, right? You just got to accept everything for what it is and don't resist it. Don't fight it. Fighting what is not wise. And what is real is God's love. Every moment you spend in a battle against something you don't like, someone you hate, or an experience that hurts you, every time you spend fighting that, you're missing out on a focus of God's love. And God's love can be found with you, just like it's found with me. It's kind of all made up, but that's who you are too. You made up who you think you are based on what others told you to believe. I mean, if it was true for me, it's true for most of us. We don't know who the hell we are. We're just who we're told to be until one time you wake up or you discover, well, this doesn't really make a lot of sense for me anymore. Why am I doing what I was doing? Maybe this isn't the right relationship. Maybe this isn't the right uh, job. Maybe this isn't the right path, whatever, right? You got to wake up to better ideas or you might miss out. And the reality is, what do you lose by trying if it's in the direction of greater wisdom, greater love, or greater exploration of God? If you trust with God, if you trust that God is with you, then you can explore anything and anywhere you want, but you choose where and how you want to explore. That's for sure. You take control of you. That's the only thing you can do. But you got to be with God in order to fully master you. Otherwise, you're going to have these triggers. And I'm not saying I haven't outgrown all my stuff. Don't get me wrong. There's been growth in me, but I know life continues on. And our God is so amazing, so incredible. I was thanking God earlier today, sincerely, for allowing my mind to finally see the obvious glory of God. Where does that note come from? There's something in line with that. The glory of God. There's so many notes here. My past story. Oh, there's a number of things. What do you lose by trying to grow? Experience is invaluable, right? Learning how to fail is part of learning how to win. And it's all just perspective anyway. Brings me into a conceptual thought I had earlier today, right? About what's going on and what everything means and what anything is, it is, right? Because sometimes everything can result in nothing. And sometimes everything can mean nothing. And then sometimes nothing can actually mean everything. right? And it's all based on perspectives and stories, whatever choices you want to see. You get to determine how you feel about what you see. It really doesn't matter anything if you allow it not to matter for long, right? Things matter when they matter, but the present moment is where it's at, baby. Woo, baby. You feel the breath? That breath that breathes you through each moment, that's a special gift to be recognized, right? A few times in each day, because you can breathe in the goodness, breathe out the tension, and you don't have to include any words with it. You can just breathe to relax with intention. And it requires no words, it requires no efforts, simply requires the remembrance of surrender. Okay? It's a practice that the people who knew were pointing at, but every one of us is each a little branch in our own path of individual development. And it's a glorious picture that is growing here on earth. To humankind, I want you to feel excited for life. Why? Because you can. Okay. Now, why else? Because you discovered me, damn it. And I feel pretty excited about the future of mankind. Why? Because God has blessed me. And I want to share these blessings of peace and good ideas with others who can do the work, right? I'm a lazy bastard. I recognize that part. I do. Those who've been making accusations against me, they're right. Jack wants others to do everything for him. Yeah, I kind of do. I kind of want the people in government to make the reforms that I want them to do. Why? Because I think it makes more sense than what they've been doing. It's a friggin' hilarious story. This Jack Talcott guy. I do encourage you. I do invite you. I'm something else, and I'm not bragging. There's plenty of witnesses who will agree. Yeah, that guy is something else in good ways and in bad ways. But I encourage you. I encourage you to invite others. Share me, okay? Because what I am is an example of many, and if you can accept it, I'm kind of an example of you. It's what attracted us together. We're all people growing as people in this crazy day and age. But I've had times to kind of disconnect from all the fighting and all this stuff that the world's been going on about. I got to look at things a little bit different than others. I got to spend a lot of time investing in the divinity of truth, love, and God. And the result is I'm filled with love. I really am. I'm so filled with love. And to me, my experience is absolutely confirming trust in what Jesus said and do what he would want you to do. If he was there with you, what would he say to you with compassion and honesty? Be that voice inside of you to allow love to transform you. And you know what? The path you're on is perfect for you. There's a greater purpose within each of us. It grows or it's lost each day. And it's not lost, it's just hidden. The goodness gets hidden by the bad. But the fact is, you and I, we get to choose what gets our attention. And see, we can we can focus on the bad and give it all sorts of power and complain and blame and really just accomplish just, I guess it's entertainment. But we got a lot of folks on YouTube who might look like me. It looks what they're doing looks a lot like what I'm doing, but I'm doing what I'm doing and they're doing what they're doing. And there is a difference, right? There's a lot of bitter bitches on YouTube and they just spread anger every day and they give you reasons why you should be angry. And anger sells, man. Anger drives fear and fear gives you fear and anger, man. Yeah, let me not take off on that path. Anyway, I'm different than that. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm just laughing at the faces that are in my memory. And I'm comparing myself to Missing Mod, all of you who are showing up. I have so much love. I really do. I'm going to drop the link here in a little bit, but today's a recording. Today's evidence of today, man. And I'm feeling what I'm feeling. And I felt pretty inspired today. I feel pretty good about what God is doing, at least with me. And if you're here with me, then trust that God is doing good with you too, and that you're doing good with God. Because if you're on the path of working on yourself to become a better person, you're growing in your trust, your encouragement, you're really working on becoming greater. God bless you. Thank you. Let's help each other out with that. Because we really do. We have nothing to lose by trying to do or accomplish greatness. That's what I'm trying to do. You don't have to believe in what I'm doing, but you might want to. Because what I'm doing is good for all of us, at least in the direction I'm pointing to, a world of peace and reform, world of fairness and integrity, where men actually look out for one another to ensure that each other stays righteous. Because as I've said before, the women, the children in this world, they deserve righteous men to stay righteous. But we got a lot of strong men and influential men who've chosen to be very cruel and selfish with their dominance. And that bullshit needs to end. I mean, that's a no-brainer, right? So the path I'm on is to be here, follow the way of Jesus, leading myself and others with love. And as he did, I'm seeking to call out to men to join me. Join me in this path of leading with love, bringing healing, seeking and bringing healing into ourselves so that we can share greater love, greater wisdom, greater strength, greater protection rather than defense. We can create a safer world for everybody, and everybody stops lying to everybody. Simple as that. It's not that difficult to become honest. It's not that difficult to admit the truth, especially when you practice. I made a lot of mistakes, so I had to practice admitting when I was wrong. It feels better. It gets easier with practice, and then you're not so afraid of failure. And if you're not afraid of failure, well, golly geez, you won't be afraid to try. And if you're willing to try to create a better world around you, then let love into your life in greater ways. And the only way you can do that, I know for sure, is through God. With God, all things happen. Without God, there would be no thing that ever happens, because it is only God who is. You and I, we are here. We're here on earth to walk with love so that love grows amongst us. And love isn't just an idea. It's not just a concept. It's a verb. It's an energy. It's a power, right? It's an intention and a follow through, right? It's a giving and a receiving. It's a sharing. It's just a complex simplicity of being absent from unlove, unfaithful, unkind, untrue, right? You stay with love when you stay with the truth, and with the truth is God, and God is with the truth. So be with them, right? And be with them often, truth and love, and share them often, truth and love. It's not hard. It's honest. It's authentic. It's true. It's who you are. You are an image of, you're a reflection of the Most High, the creator of everything. You are that which I am pointing to. Okay? God is with you and through you and for you, just like God is that with me. It is only that. So be with this moment instead of that old one or that future one. Be with this moment all the time. And since you're going to be in this moment either way, choose how you're going to be. Open yourself up to be with the stillness that love brings, where nothing is needed, everything is had. There's no movement unless chosen, right? It's intelligence. It's how you become your true greater version of you. Holy crap, Austin. I friggin' love you, brother, but what did you do? I don't know if you saw my Facebook post last night and today. I got your initials tattooed on my inner wrist. It says JT. Maybe Jesus told you to. I don't know, man. Holy cows. I friggin' love you all. I really do. Oh, there was a question I saw. Hey, I've got other notes. Oh, there's some good ones too, man. I think their notes are good because this is where I was going earlier, right? In my life, I made a lot of bad choices. I had to figure out who I was and what I was doing, somewhere along the way. And I made a lot of mistakes, trial and error, But in that, I got to learn a lot of things like humility and confession, all those things. What I found is true is this realization that there is a way to live without the confusion of too many choices. You eliminate your choices through the acceptance and knowing of goodness. And as long as goodness is leading you, then you're only making good choices. There's no bad choice to be considered. So it kind of simplifies things and makes it a lot easier. You let your mind relax, you let your body chill. If you can figure out what I'm saying, if you can understand what I'm saying, you try it on, you might find like, whoa, okay, this might work. And then if you push into that, this is where I was thinking earlier, true. It's true. All of us, you, me, and everyone who is or ever was, all may know the glory of God with open eyes and an earnest desire to discover the greater truth. I trust in that because it's confirmed by a lot of the other wisdom that's been written, I've read. All may know the glory of God. You open your eyes and you've got a heart that desires to see the truth. You shall put the pieces together for yourself and get your own confirmation. And then there's no denial. It's just, whoa. There's more I can accept, isn't there? And yep, and then you go farther and you explore the shadows and the darkness. And then you discover all the opportunities that you never saw before that were always there before you. Praise God. I'm going to drop the link. I kind of lost attention with everything, didn't I? Hey, praise God, man. The logic of love. Sophia, Daisy, man, I love you, dear. All of you, I really do. Let me pin that too. Came to the conclusion that God became bored, and that is why things are so messed up. He let humans do whatever they do, and we all either benefit from it or sadly suffer. Please consider, dear, I believe our God has an incredible sense of humor and is so forgiving and so compassionate and knows so many ways to bring healing Plus, God is working on this bigger picture, right? And what I found for myself is true. In the darkness of our suffering, in the depths of our pains, we learn lessons that others do not. And my suffering has been so minimal to some of the stories that I've heard. And there's so many heartbreaking stories happening right now in our world of today. In our world of today, this can't let go of Jesus, but haven't been in church other than nature in almost 2 years. I encourage you to explore some of the congregations and see if there's people that are actually with the Spirit. Because if you can connect and grow with the Spirit, I find a lot of encouragement from the faith of others and, and their praise of God. You are also that which I am not pointing to. Correct, man. You get it. It is everything and nothing all at the same time, but the only time that ever was is now. So what are you going to do, right? If that's just the way that it is, then it is the way that it is. And there's no point in fighting that which is obvious. And that which is obvious to me now. The logic proves this. The logic supports this. Let me say this. The logic supports this conclusion, and my experience supports this conclusion that discovering God will dissolve your ego. Your identity will be shattered or gratefully released. It's like this fabulous relationship that divine love brings forth, divine wisdom invites. Oh gosh, man, the way that God created everything, it is so perfect. Everything is perfectly unfolding. I personally don't agree with the time because I don't understand the time. I will not make an opinion on it. See, in my opinion, it would have been time a long time ago for people to gather and end the suffering in the world. But praise God, God's got greater wisdom. And, gratefully, God's got greater power. I don't have to worry about nothing but me. And what I choose to do with me is upon me. I accept full responsibility of me. I am dependent. Praise God. Let me not be boastful. All of us make it through our lives based upon the compassion, the mercy, and the support of others in different ways. And at different times, it looks like those things are abundant. Different times, it looks like those things are absent. But the reality is, God's mercy, God's compassion, God's support for all of us. I trust it's available for all of us to seek, to know, right? To devote, sacrifice, a little bit of time, a little bit of attention devoted to just breathing with God. Just breathe and be with God. With your mind, with your heart united together with the moment of breath and God. And knowing that God is with everything and you're with everything. So what is everything? Does everything mean anything? Only to you. You get to decide what anything means to you. What I didn't do in my past is what I want to help others avoid, right? If you're not giving time and attention to God, you're missing out. You're missing out on discovering the divine aspects of yourself that are with you. And I'm looking to grow mine. I mean, I'm learning from others, and there's others who can do what I have not yet done. I mean, as far as powers of the mind and all sorts of things. But this human life, it's worth a try. It's worth a try in becoming divine. Because when you walk with love, what is love? Love is the divine force of life, right? Without love, life kind of decays. It does not live without proper nurturing and care that love brings. So, what's your relationship with love? If you're spending time with love by yourself or with others, and you're really appreciating the love that's with you and others, and you love what you're doing, and you love what you're saying, and you love what you're thinking, well, guess what you found? You found holiness. It's as simple as that. It really is. Follow the logic. Don't try to prove me wrong, but try it on for yourself. See if it's true for you. And figure out what holiness means. Well, it just means set apart, whole, sovereign, complete on its own, yet full in its nature, right? That's what holiness is. And love is that power of wholeness that brings forth holiness when you allow love to become you. And that's been my goal. I promise you that. It is my goal to live with love, not fear. I am an example of this, even though I get mocked a lot and misunderstood a lot. But that's not love's fault. That's no one's to blame. It just is what it is, man. It's part of growth. We grow as we learn, and we learn as we grow. I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful to have somehow stumbled my way. I did. I stumbled and I resisted my way from devoting myself to God. I tell you what, it's worth a shot. Why not? Why not give yourself to God as you are? Invite the Spirit and the essence, the mind of Christ to be with you, to rule you. Because I shared this earlier. I think what was that thought I shared earlier? It's coming up. Something about, when truth is freely shared, God's love will reign supreme. That's just a simple and obvious fact. When truth, full truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth, right? All aspects of truth become available, and we don't have these manipulators and selfish suckers telling lies to each other. When the truth is freely shared, then we can have wisdom grow here on earth, and God's love will be known. It'll be known throughout the world, and all the world will be celebrating together and apart. Just praise God, man. It'd be a woohoo, what a party. I'm wondering if that is maybe the different pronunciation of Yahweh that maybe people were missing. Maybe God is like exciting and fun and funny and just everything. And maybe it's supposed to be Yahoo. Maybe it's Yahuwah, Yahweh. I don't know. I don't claim to know, man, but Yahoo! I get to live again today. And hey, we got our first guest showing up, so let's continue some fun and invite back our brother Scott 2B. How you doing, my friend?
I'm hanging in there, man. You got anything in the refrigerator? I'm hungry.
Love
No?
is fulfilling. Love is sustaining.
Really? So the refrigerator of love is what I get here, huh? Is there a freezer full of that shit too?
It's
That'd be
everywhere.
cold. That'd be cold love. I don't
It
know if
comes.
anybody needs cold love. Is that good love if it's cold? It's chill out love, right?
Well, love is love. It comes in all ways, in all forms. It's up to us how we accept it.
Hey, what is that? Love is like oxygen. You get too much, you get too high, not enough, and you're gonna die.
It's, you know what it is? It really is everything and nothing. Love is God, and God is with love.
What do you think the biggest problem that mankind has right now when it comes to losing that brotherly love, that neighborly love, that that responsibility towards that would be love, that is that neighborliness and responsibility for your neighbor and your neighbor's neighbor for that matter? What what's what's complicating that, you think?
There's a number of variables, but lack of willingness and choice of distrust is the symptom, but the reason behind the symptom is unresolved trauma. There's so many people with unresolved trauma. They don't trust each other. They don't treat each other right. And
Does the government seem to practice an overreach?
well, the government practices what the people allow it to practice.
Oh, contraire. I mean, I can see how people believe that, but I mean, with the propensity for election fraud, et cetera, it's a three-ring circus, and the crapshoot is whoever has the most money and can produce the most results, whether it be legal or illegal, is obviously going to end up walking away with the elections. And I don't believe there's any other way to look at it. If you've got the cash, you can manipulate this shit. So
Right.
money at the end of the day is cause and effect. I guess the disintegration. I don't want to call it disintegration, but those neighborly values. What's going away is victim to what we can see right all around us.
Right. What you're saying is true. But the thing is human behavior. Human behavior has common patterns, and it has been well understood with the propagandists throughout the past several generations. And so there's become unhealthy patterns that have been passed down and developed in each different generation. But it really does come down to manufactured confusion. Keep people
Well,
afraid,
there,
they stay in doubt. To stay in doubt, they stay divided. Stay divided, they stay where they are. And it all comes down to what Salted Cedar was saying, hardened hearts. And that's what I was pointing to with unresolved trauma.
do you know what prohibition, reefer madness, and the Hindenburg all have in common?
I'm sorry, say that again, please. Reefer madness,
Prohibition, re-
prohibition, and
the Hindenburg.
okay, I don't.
They were all subject to not needing oil, and then big oil didn't want them around. See, hemp could be used. If you look back, Henry Ford made one of his first cars with ethanol, which is corn fucking fuel. It's alcohol. Ethanol is alcohol. All right. So any farmer could do it, grow some corn and make some fuel. But they didn't want you to do that, so they made it illegal. And Henry Ford's first cars were ethanol and plastic hemp. They were made from, or actually, hemp, corn and hemp ethanol, I believe. I don't know if it was solely corn or solely hemp. But the plastic was said to be made with hemp was said to be 10 times stronger than steel. But they wanted the prohibition on marijuana as well as the alcohol because they could both go up against oil and their fuel. Remember, we used to have leaded gas and unleaded gas. They started bringing back the alcohol and mixing it with the gas, the ethanol, because that lead kills people. Lead paint, lead gas, all that shit's bad for you. Millions of people were exposed to it working at gas stations and shit, just pumping gas. So the government's not really, I mean, doing what's good for us. It's doing what's good for whoever's paying them the most.
I know. It's been that way a long time. And not to distract from that, to swing right back. Rad Chatter, you bring in some good points on money. What I'm suggesting is you're exactly right. that which we love, we give attention. A lot of us don't pay attention to what receives our focus. But in my development, I had to recognize I had an unhealthy relationship with money. I realized how much fear and anxiousness it was driving, the lack of it, the perceived lack of it took so much power from me, and it pissed me off. And then I started looking, and I discovered there's other people who have looked at these same things, similar ways and different things, right? But from my perspective, it only makes sense. We see the evidence. There's been so much corruption throughout the past. The way it's, and people are pointing these things out. So I've listened, and I've found things myself, and I've found a lot of other people pointing things out. But it's the way it works. It's been the entire money system is a false value system. It gives supremacy where it should not be. And throughout time, it's been pretty obvious. Half the working class can be hired to.
No. The Pippers is there. Pippers there. Sorry.
Huh?
I got one dog trying to walk over another. I was just telling him, don't do that. You're going to fucking step on this one. Sorry about that.
It's all right. Hey, Stripe, don't be so sure, man. If I have money, I might be doing these Zoom things differently with different people, right? I might be doing things a little bit better and a little more, yeah. But don't be so sure in yourself, man. God is with me, guys. God is with me. So joy and peace and, there's so much here and now for us to do with whatever we want. It really is an incredible thing. Oh, that's right. Dude, I saw the news today. What's this bullshit Trump doing these days? There's a shift in gears. Hey, you know what? Yeah, I wanted Epstein. I heard there may be evidence he might be alive, and I wouldn't put it past.
Is it Palm Beach Pete? Pete?
I've heard of him. I don't think it is.
You should see the teeth on that motherfucker, and him compared to Epstein looks identical.
I want to be on a call with Trump and those around him, so they can help me get in front of Congress, and we can kind of do something about what's been going on.
You could probably get a hold of Palm Beach Pete, honestly, because he's running for mayor of Palm Beach. It would bring attention to you potentially, especially if they found out it was Epstein.
I can find better attention. I can find attention in better ways, I'm sure. But thank you for the idea and the suggestion.
Roger that, Jim. I mean, Jack or Joe.
Well, I saw the news today. It looks like maybe Donald Trump is starting an economic war with our friends in Canada. 50% tariffs because Canada, due to the smoke in the air. What the
That's
frick?
about a week. That's a week old. He mentioned that. That's not brand new. That's.
I just saw it today, man. That's insanity.
I literally saw that last week. Literally.
Scott, please, you're welcome to stick around. I'm going to swap you out. There's a reason I'm doing what I'm doing, and I appreciate it.
Bro.
We've got another guest here that I want to check in with, and I'm hoping we can share good news with each other today. Snafu.
I want to. This is your problem. Why do you get rid of people to talk to others? You want us all to work together. You want us all to get this goal. I think Scott needs to be here for this conversation.
Is there a reason for that, Juan?
Yeah, because you made a statement that I keep telling you, and I think Scott can like maybe tell you in a nicer way, since I'm the bad guy here, but I'm telling you the truth, yo. Because I actually don't glaze you like half these fucktards. I don't be fake to you. I keep it real with you, like most of these fucktards don't. So can you bring Scott up?
And what is it in regards to? You want
to what you made a statement just 2 seconds ago on this live in the present.
What do you remember what it was?
I would let for Scott to be up here before we get into it.
Okay. Let's see what this means. Scott.
Welcome back. I'm back. I'm here. Let's take this on. Take the bull by the horns, Jack. You can do this.
Thank
now,
you.
the reason I have Scott
You
here
can.
is because he glazes you, but he kind of keeps it real. I've noticed he doesn't like fully glaze you. He doesn't put the like buffer shine on. So you made a statement earlier saying you need to get in front of Congress. You want to get in Congress, right? And we all witnessed. I don't know if you knew the Andrew Tate arrest recently, which is the UK trying to fuck with him. But Scott, I've tried to explain to Jack because I do work with political entities in the 5 years that I've done this shit. I've fucking talked to all
You made the
sides.
rounds. Yeah, you made the
Yeah,
rounds.
you know, even the InfoWars crew. I tell Jack that he blacklists himself by certain optics, and he doesn't understand that. He doesn't want to believe that. And no matter how much you guys want to glaze Jack, it's truth. Okay? It's truth. I tell him all the time. I say, if we were to do a professional demo package and I were to say, hey, this is who Jack Talcott is, do you think someone like Ben Shapiro, Candace Owens, any of these other motherfuckers, whether they're pogos or let alone Congress, like he has to work on his blacklisting. No, see, he's getting all butthurt, Scott. But I don't give a fuck. I'm not going to glaze him and say, you're going to automatically meet Trump because there are people. Trump had a dirt sheet, right? Grab your pussy.
Hang on. Let's
Grab
ask,
your pussy optics, right?
ask Jack what he thinks about what you just said.
I just don't think Jack can handle the reality, and let alone he keeps blacklisting himself.
What prompted this? Me saying he could get a hold of Palm Beach Pete?
Well, no. It's the optics of like when I told him, hey, bro, you've made national news getting tackled on fucking court steps. You don't think before anyone says, hey, you're going to meet this guy, Jack Talcott, they're not going to look into you, see who you're about, who you affiliate, what your past was. Jack doesn't like his past. He doesn't. He likes to lie about his past. And I'm his friend here. I'm not going to glaze him. I keep telling him,
I'm going to put you on pause, please.
All right,
please.
never mind. I think Scott gets my point.
Hang loose. Let Jack talk. Just stick around. Hold on.
He's not being realistic to how
you haven't let him talk. You let him talk. Let's see if he's being realistic.
Thank you, Scott. And thank you, Snafu, for calming for just a moment.
And Hank, you groom children. Notice his answer is, where's the guardian? You're a fucking child groomer.
Hey, let's stick to the panel. Let's stick to the panel we're on right now. Snafu, bring him back for a second, but I want you, I want you to, if you want to answer him.
I will, but let me address what I received. Hank, thank you very much. I appreciate the contribution, my friend. And I know it's kind of towards Mr. Snafu. Show us the Guardian. I'm not sure what that means, what that is. Maybe I missed something. Fake journalist, Pony Boy, Snafu Snaps. You're a bum. He's not he has behaved and presented himself with many, many bum-like qualities, but he is more than a bum. Thank you very much, Hank. I appreciate you. And Snafu, there's a better version of you. Let's calm down. And Scott, do you remember his biggest issue with me? What was it? Frick.
Well, he's saying that you're puppy dogging it, that you're not being honest with yourself, and that, that if you were going to put together a package on you, some sort of a promo package, that there's nothing authentic about it, that it's not, I guess that's what, that everybody's,
What he keeps wanting me to believe is that I'm blackballed, and because of what they'll find when they look at my channel, then nobody's ever going to talk to me. And he claims that that's why my friends and my family avoid me. And he keeps looping this crazy story, man. There is something we can do. What was this? I was thinking about Snafu earlier. I know we're here to help each other. He can help me. He said so. He said it's often, I've got these connections and blah, blah, blah. He uses them, holds them over my head.
Jack, let me ask you a question.
Yeah.
Would you trade your ambition to end wars and legal secrets to have a relationship with your son and his wife and their child or children and potentially some of your old friends? Would you give all this up in order to go not backwards but forwards with a new outlook?
I don't see how those two are divided. I mean, part of the reason I'm on this goal is for my son, his family, and everyone else's family.
That's
And
not. I didn't ask you what you're on. I mean, I'm not trying to be rude. I'm just saying,
But
would
I
it
thought,
be worth it if that's what they wanted? If that's what they thought was necessary?
no, because that means they're wrong. I'm not going to accept myself being wrong because someone other thinks I'm wrong.
It's not that you're wrong. It's not that you're wrong or right. It's just that they don't feel the continuity or the gravity of it that you do.
I don't care. They're not. Here's the thing. The fact that they don't ask questions to understand, that's not on me. Just like it's not on me that Snafu continues to loop with his accusations. It's not on me. I mean, I accept his problems with me because he keeps bringing them to me, but I know that I could help him. I mean, and Scott, here's the difference between myself and everyone else. I realized it's so simple and obvious. I have faith. I have faith in God like you would not believe. And so the
That's.
goal,
I mean, that's one. It's insulting. It's such a bold claim. Okay, that you're different from everybody else because you have faith and they don't.
right,
And I mean, that's it. Come on, land that plane for me.
Scott, I'm not joking around when I say that if given a chance, I'm pretty sure that God has prepared me to speak competently and convincingly with Donald Trump about ways and the importance of changing his mindset. I'm not joking, Scott. I have faith in me. Others do not. They want me to believe like them, that somehow.
Having faith. I mean, I don't know.
And here's the thing, too, Scott. I'm empty. Okay, as empty as I can be. I'm confident in the truth that God has allowed me to discover and to bring within me. I've been paying attention. I've been studying. I've been learning. I said in the beginning, right? I've experienced results from these words. Grow your own divine relationship with Trinity, the Trinity of truth, love, and God through your time and attention. I've spent a lot of time, a lot of attention on.
Wait. You just redefined the Trinity. I mean, fuck me.
Actually, I got the wrong one here. It's supposed to be grow your relationship with the divine Trinity. It is a divine Trinity of truth, love, and God. They're all found together.
What is the Trinity in Catholic or Christian lore?
The Father, Son, and Holy Spirit.
Right. It's not love, truth, and God.
It's the same thing. In this case, Father is God, the Son is love, and the truth is form. That which is formed by God is real. That which is real is formed through God with
So where's
God.
the Holy Spirit in that? The Father, Son, and the Holy Spirit. So that which is formed is the Holy Spirit?
Love is the Holy Spirit. Love is the Holy Spirit.
I thought you said Christ was the Holy Spirit. The Son was the Holy. The Son was.
Yes.
Holy fuck, Jack! I need to take you to a priest, and I don't know if he's going to baptize you or exercise you.
It doesn't matter. I am who I am, and I'm comfortable with God because I explore God's love each day with time and attention in the infinite, expansive reach of my heart. My heart space is where I find God. And it's a conceptual thing until it becomes a real thing. But if you don't trust me, then you won't ever try it. So,
well, I'm aware that the Gnostic writings tell of Jesus talking about the kingdom of God inside you and stuff like that. So You know, at first, if you don't see something inside you, you can't see it outside of you. I do believe that. So,
Right.
but
That's it.
at the same time, you can't supply yourself as the answer to all the prayers. Even if
You're
you have
the
prayers
answer.
yourself.
You can be the answer to prayers you have of your own or to others. Every moment is different. It doesn't matter what you do, and it doesn't matter what you pray for. I mean, it matters what is real. And this quote, this comment, Andy, you misunderstand me, dude. I don't mean to preach the Bible. I just recommend it, right? I
It's the
recommend
Bible
it.
according to Talcott.
No, that's not it at all, Scott.
Or what would you say? It's religion or faith or belief or the truth?
Maybe my real life experience confirmed in the book that everyone seems to put on a pedestal and think God's limited in this book. That's the only place you can look for God. You got to look in the Bible.
Well, easy killer. You don't need to get all animated.
I guess I still got a little bit of resentment from some idiots of my past.
Yeah, you know, it's a touchy subject. I mean, that's why many people fight about it because it is an interesting subject. People's faith. I have a really close friend that you talk to him about God or religion or faith, he'll shut the fucking door on you. That's his business, his alone. Period. There's no middle ground to that.
Well,
Hello, goodbye. That quick.
here's the thing. As I said earlier, I mean, I'm pretty sure I mentioned it at the beginning. I spent quite a bit of time in my heart with my thoughts directed at God to receive what I could find, right? What could I discover with my time and energy pointed at God in the stillness and the nothingness of the vastness of everything? And I found a lot of notes today. The reality is my true life story. I don't care what people think I should do about in relationship to the Bible. I continue learning from it, right? But I'm not limited to it. My life experience confirmed it. My testimony is true. So for the people who want to doubt me and call me a liar, shame on you. But that was actually some of the wisdom I was reminded of today. It's in the scripture. People like Snafu, the false witnesses. I meant to pull it up, but I forgot to. Hey, we've got a wonderful opportunity that showed up. I am so grateful to see our friend Landry. How you doing, buddy?
Oh, you always make me blush, calling me a wonderful opportunity.
She likes your haircut, Landry.
Oh, yeah. Well, you know, I wanted to know something, right? And I don't want to come in here and drop names and say people and do this because that's the old me. But like, I can't help but like get something up my mind. Am I allowed to do that?
Please.
So there's a certain someone who is, I don't even want to say their name. He's associated with Tommy, right? And they're always coming at you. But I thought of something today. He never comes on here. The link's always there. But he never comes to face you directly. And I'm wondering, why is that?
I'm not sure which name you're pointing to.
I'm talking, okay, I'll just say it. I'm talking about Christos. I've never seen him over here, but every week you can find him going at demolishing Talcott, destroying Talcott, but he never shows up here. What's going on? How do you just demolish a place you never even visit?
He's been here before.
It's been a while, but yeah, he doesn't show up because I don't tolerate much from him.
He's probably sleeping at this hour of the day.
He's in the chat right now. Come on, man.
Oh, okay. Well,
what's up, Frank Monday? Mank Fun Day?
Monday.
Welcome, Frank.
His hair's getting taller.
Yeah.
Does that mean he's getting taller?
Christos loves Talcott.
Here we've got here. Let's see. I want to check something out. We got a guest here in the back. I want to see what this is. Yola, I've brought you up. Do I know you?
Yola? Yola? Is it really Yola?
Uh-oh.
Or is it Nolan? Few months, man.
Your audio sucks, brother. Why don't you try again? Okay.
Get a new
Appreciate
headset.
you. He's an interesting character that I don't want to dismiss too quickly, but at the same time, there's a lot of red flags in his behavior with me.
Talk about Nolan.
Yes.
He's like a very I wonder about him too. He shows up at the most interesting times too. He's very peculiar.
Right. And that's why I'm wondering, where does he fit? Where is this? Because this is a crazy puzzle, guys. This social media experience, this human experience. Holy shit, that's a crazy story, man. Crazy story after crazy story. And some of them are heartbreaking, man. There's a lot of heartbreaking stories, but there's a lot of exciting ones too.
Hey, Scott to be live, is that really a registered trademark?
Yes. Well, it's more than that.
Ooh, what else is it?
It's actually from back in the day. We actually created a social media platform to try and bank on Facebook's popularity and some other shit. So there was a lot of high level shit. We even went to venture capital and started collecting money, but then Google Circles came out and just it appeared I'm not going to say they took our ideas. They may have been first to the idea or came up with it along.
Not go too far with it, please.
Yeah, that's what it was. But now it's got to be. It's got to be.
Beautiful. Thank you, brother. Hey, Craig Lucas.
Hey, wait, I want to sing a song, Jack.
Thank you very much, brother. I appreciate the support. I truly do. Thank you.
Hey, when the other day when you had what's this guy Kenny on? Kenny looks like to me a version of Flow State, like a Timu Flow State that sings.
Okay. Yeah.
But when I first saw him, I was like, "Where did Flow State come on here and look like he's English?"
Can we please?
Yeah, moving right along. I'm sorry.
Okay, thank you.
It's
Nolan.
got to be.
Nolan, welcome back. How's your audio, please?
Is it fine now, Sir Jack?
I think it is a little
It's so
better.
clippy. It's like you're talking into it like a
Sir
frying
Jack,
pan.
can I please speak for just for 60 seconds, please? If you please pardon me. Sir Jack, it's been months now. I have missed everything. Every second, every day, and every month of the time we had, the time we spent together. I recall the time when we didn't for all these few months. And it's finally great that I came back to a show, the Sir Jack show, the Jesus show, and I'm very grateful about it. So please, thanks, Sir Jack, for bringing me again.
Okay, put your tin can back in the cabinet then. We can't hear you that well.
He's not the first to say that there should be a sir before Jack Talcott. I heard that somewhere else recently too. But you know what?
Or Mr.
You know, I'm just Jack, man. That is actually a nickname I had a long time ago. Is just Jack.
JJ.
I'm
The
just
jet
I'm just who I am, man. Guys, we have some amazing ideas, opportunities, incredibly, I'm sure. Hey,
Sir Jack, before I'm sorry for interruption, but I want to mention something. For the past few months, when we had this gap, when we didn't speak together, there had a lot of events which just happened, which occurred throughout the world, especially with Trump.
Please.
So we were. I think because
stop.
I took this gap with you.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Hold on just a moment, Nolan. I'm sorry, your audio sucks. You're welcome to stay, but please don't speak unless it's really.
You're welcome to stay, but shut the fuck up.
Yeah,
Please, it sounds like you're
Jack,
fucking the
is my
microphone.
audio doing okay? And I have to ask, like, sometimes folks, they call in with like a tin can and a fishing line. And I'm just curious, Does that happen to everyone? Is there a roboting StreamYard problem? Because recently there has been an issue with it. Because
When isn't there
Landry
an issue
sounds
with
fucking
StreamYard?
perfect. He's like studio
Mhm.
quality.
Here, please,
Why?
let's welcome
When isn't
in
there a
Craig.
problem with StreamYard?
Craig, welcome to you. How are you, friend?
Yeah, last time I spoke to you, we were on Shabol's channel.
I was trying to remember. I saw your comment, and I was trying to remember the conversation.
I asked you how much JD does it take. Do you remember?
Possibly. I
How
don't
much Jack
remember.
Daniels? How much? I asked you a question. It was kind of a joke. Yeah.
Mhm.
How much Jack Daniels does it take for you to beat your wife? That's what I asked you on Shabol's channel.
Not a lot.
Well,
That was a joke.
I get it. It's an impossible answer. I cannot answer a question like
No,
that.
no, it was fine. It was meant for a joke.
I got you.
One more than too many.
You know what? Everything is coming together. I'm glad you're here, my friend.
Indeed.
I was thinking about this, really. If you think about, if you can allow yourself to just accept that the example of Jesus, the character of Jesus, was the divine likeness of both God and man, right? So we were shown how to be. The perfect example was given to the world. And then I was thinking about how the devil might work, right? This oppositional force that wants to lead people from goodness. Well, the devil shows you his ways. It shows you what power and corruption can bring, right? It'll offer the rewards and the temptations. But I was thinking, especially in light of the good example that's already been, I think God wants you and me to find our own way instead of the devil's ways. And the devil's ways that seem pretty obvious to me are this chase for wealth and power.
And other things.
Well, the only way billionaires could have what they have is if the masses agreed that it was fair for them to have that. And see, I was considering this as well. It works to the oppressor's benefit for the masses to believe that violence is normal. See, as long as the masses believe that violence is normal, then there's going to be some superiority here, and punishment and war is accepted.
Sorry for interruption,
Well,
Sir Jack.
if I may,
I have
I may
to add
interrupt you,
something.
Snap.
I have to
Go
add
ahead.
something along with the lines of what Sir Jack Talcott mentioned just right now
Is it related to what I was saying?
about normalization of violence. If you notice in our latest movies and shows, TV shows, which for the past few years, we have noticed that they have normalized the violence a lot. Yes, there used to be a lot of violence back in the days in Hollywood. A lot of movies used to depict a lot of fights or used to show a lot of gore stuff, but nowadays it's just over the top.
Jesus Christ.
And we can notice it, right? There's a change in the entertainment industry which is affecting us subliminally in our minds. You agree with that, Sir Jack?
It exists. Yeah, it is part of the system. Frank, you were trying to jump in too, please.
Well, I just wanted to point out that the idea that
Uh-oh. No, Frank.
Oh.
I think Frank froze on us.
There he is. He's back. Frank, we missed that last part, Frank. Say it again.
Please.
no, my question is just this: that he says we're enabling your delusion somehow, and I would question that supporting the idea of stopping wars and bringing forth a better world is not delusional in any way. And
Hey,
so,
Frank Monday, it is not delusional at all because Sir Jack Talcott is the modern day Jesus. You have to realize it. How is it delusional?
It is we. I am nothing without others. That's what God has shown
Oh,
me.
yeah. That's
Scott, it's the living truth. It's how we are.
You're the living manifestation of Christ walking in 2026 today. You're
Scott,
the Christ
Scott,
of today.
Scott.
No, Jack,
As
no. What prophecy came before you?
Scott, can I please answer your objections, or you just
Sure,
want?
sure.
Okay. Didn't Jesus say along the lines of that which you do to the least of these or the greatest of these, you do to me, right? He's within everyone. Every one of us has a
Don't
likeness.
deny that. Don't deny that. Okay.
Okay.
But I wouldn't invoke the name of Jesus as my own.
I am not. That's not what I'm doing.
I
That's
wouldn't
what
radically try and deceive people into believing that I was some sort of manifestation of him
Scott, I know.
or culmination of the scriptures.
I know. Scott, there's lots of things you would not do.
It's
that I would
blasphemous.
do. But if you allow me to explain and get to the point, maybe your objections are unnecessary. Because I really
Let's
don't
find
think your
out. Let's
objections
find out.
are
I'm willing to figure this out. Let's hammer it out, dude. Are you Jesus?
brother. Scott, I have been saying for a long time, it's not a me, it's a we.
Whee!
Right, yes, God is Yahoo, and we are we. Yes, you're
But what
getting it.
about Yahweh?
All right, Jack, if I may, fuck all Scott's happy horse shit. That doesn't lead really anywhere in any direction. And I want to bring forth a grievance that has laid on my heart for a long time between me and you. And it's this, that Jesus allowed Judas into his circle. He was one of the disciples and the apostles, right? And sometimes I feel that when I come here in particular, that I am walking on eggshells, and that I tread a fine line with you somehow. And that if I bring forth my genuine truth, that I will be cast out and disassociated
We all walk
from
on
the
the same
tribe.
thing. What's different about
Hey,
you?
I'm
We all
not
walk on
asking
the
for your
same.
fucking
Hey,
feedback,
slow
asshole.
down there,
Fuck
cowboy. What's your
you.
problem? No,
Suck
fuck
your
yourself. It's
dick.
cheaper. I'm going to charge you rent, bitch.
Guys, let's
I'm
be
I
asking
didn't
for
need him
respectful.
to
Jack's
go
response
capping on me, you
politely, please, if I may.
cocksucker.
Hold on.
If I may, if I may.
If you may,
I
just
have a
be
bit of.
fucking polite, asshole.
I'm trying to be.
Scott, please tame
I ain't
the
going to
bitch.
take that shit, Jack.
Scott, please tame the bitch within you.
Yeah, you got your bitch right here.
Frank,
Okay, so your real question, because I had discussed this just recently on my last transmission with Voyage Manuscript, that sometimes I do feel like I if when I'm here that I am wandering within very constrictive parameters, and that other folks and other people will admit this, that other folks are allowed much greater leniency and waywardness in their violation of those things. And so as an individual coming here, because I am seeking redemption and I am here at the throne of Talcott to request like intervention in my own thing, which I struggle with, because I appreciate what you have done and the breakthroughs that you've made. And so I wonder, like, how do we mitigate that and how do we justify that? And
let me try and own and address a couple of those things. Okay, what I heard from you. And we got another guest in the back. I'll bring you up in just a moment. And Snafu, I want to bring you up, pal, but I don't think we're ready for you yet. You're welcome to stay or drop and come back, whatever you want to do, but nothing yet.
Answer Monday, and then I want to follow up.
Yeah, let me answer, because I recognize what you're saying is actually for probably many. And I recognize that is on me. One day I'm one way and I'm real tolerant with some people and very super short with other people who really didn't do anything wrong. I've recognized and I've seen my errors as well. A lot of times, honestly, though, it's been in hindsight, because I feel so passionate about a hat, right? And I lose sight of where I am. Another part of this too, Frank, is I see a lot of people with their goodness, right? And so when it's what I had to learn is when I tried too hard. And in my efforts, I wasn't as good as when I just really just flowed with who I am. And Frank, you're beautiful. Not saying you have, but maybe I misunderstood. Maybe the timing, my mind was pointed somewhere else. And maybe you were trying too hard. I don't know.
Exactly.
But I
Exactly.
own it.
Yeah. No, and let me respond to this
Exactly,
real
Sir Jack.
quickly. And sometimes, Jack, I fuck up, and I own that. And what I meant by that in genuine wholeness is that on my recent transmission, I may have fucked up in my articulation or calculation of how I understood that thing in the past. And so, thank you for that, man. I really
Hey,
appreciate that.
much love.
Blessings.
We all have
learning.
different
Peace
stories.
and Jack.
Jack,
Peace
hang on.
and Jack for the day.
Take care.
Peace and Jack.
Sorry, Scott. Thank you, Imperius. Welcome to you, brother. I think
Jack,
Scott
I love
was
you.
trying to
Jack,
get
look,
something.
this Frank Monday guy, Jack. Look, he's
Real
transmission.
quick,
He needs to
Peace and
transmit
Jack,
that.
Peace and Jack,
Jack,
fucking
Jack
Imperious, nothing else. They're just Peace and Jack.
the only thing that matters is Peace and Jack. Jack, like Frank, you need to start listening and opening your ears to Jack Talcott's message. This is what will help you understand in your transmissions or whatever kind of robot thing you're talking about. But you need to listen to what Jack is teaching, because if you understood love and true love that Jack is providing, you wouldn't need all the
Exactly.
bullshit that you're confused about.
Exactly. Yeah. Oh,
What
Sir Jack, before I go, I have to ask you one question in regards to our few of our past members, which I haven't seen in your stream now. There was this meth head who used to consume a lot of drugs like meth, the homeless dude. What happened to him?
He's on sabbatical.
He's taking a break from YouTube. And
I forgot his name. What was his name?
We don't talk about him. That's the name we don't mention.
No, actually, I saw he was doing something last night and it got derailed.
He's Illuminati. He's Illuminati, right? Illuminati. Oh, that's it.
Is his name. And he's
Thought
a
it was
man that
Illuminati.
he's another guy that's misunderstood, and when he calms down and changes his mind about me, he's going to feel better about what's going on. So he's doing good. Thanks for asking, Noel.
Yeah, his name is Tommy, right? Some Tommy something. I forgot his name. Yeah.
We just said it.
What about the lawyer? What about the lawyer, the blonde and the ginger lawyer? I forgot his name. He used to
We had a ginger lawyer.
Lauren
extremely
Daly.
smart guy.
I have no idea. No idea. Please, Nolan, I'm not sure. Are you trying to catch up? Trying to catch up. You're remembering things from the past and
Glad to be back, Jack. He's back in the fold.
Sir, I'm not trying to catch up. I'm trying to hold your hands, the hands of Jesus himself.
Oh shit! Rock and
What is
roll.
this guy? They're all talking about cheese, Jack. They're trying to impose their beliefs on you, Jack. This is bullshit.
Well, it's misguided. It's not bad intended, I don't believe, but Nolan, the Christ is within you. That's what you're here to see.
Kingdom of heaven is within you, is what Jesus said, Jack. The kingdom of heaven is within you.
With the high priest, and the high priest bring Jesus into your being.
Once you find it in your own eyes, you can find it in another's. But if you can't find it in your own, it's going to be harder. And that's where I'll give Jack a little bit of credit here. And when you want to point it out in others' eyes, that's where I'll give you even more credit. So if I'm catching too many people imposing their will on you, and that's what it seems, but it's uncalled for, and it doesn't add to your message, in my opinion. And that's a humble opinion.
I
Can I ask a question? A serious question, though, Jack? Can I ask a serious question to you? I'm looking in the chat, and Logical Spark is posting about another channel trying to direct people from here to a whore's channel, especially, Jack. This woman is a whore. RLM, she was literally an escort, Jack.
She's a nice lady.
No,
She's been
Jack,
Is
she's
she on
not
the
though.
OF
She's really
OF
not.
page?
She's a very
She-
bad
What-
person, Jack.
It's
Yeah,
okay.
what's
I'm
her
just-
OF link?
Yeah, well, no, she was an escort, not an OnlyFans model.
Trolling for viewers, maybe trolling for some guns.
I'm keeping out of this one.
It's okay.
I'm
God's
just saying,
got
I don't like
everyone-
people taking attention from Jack. Jack is the center.
You know what, Imperious? I can recognize and I really do appreciate you looking out for me, but I actually invite people. I don't mind cross promotion, even if it pulls away from me. People are going to do what they're going to do.
Ladies and
And I-
gentlemen, I'm going live in 13 seconds. Everybody come here. No, what the fuck is that, Jack? That's not right.
I don't care. People are going to do what they're going to do. I'm going to do what I'm going to do. And I'm going to focus on trying to share value the best ways that I can.
It's kind of a big deal
wait
too.
my
Like
turn.
Jack, I remember like when I first came over here in the very beginning, like immediately day one, you allowed me to promote my channel and say, "Hey, everybody, go over there and sub Frank Monday." I learned from you, and in that, like this whole panel verse experience, my very first experience, my incipient experience was Insanity Machine, like Queen Stephen or whatever.
Sandy machine.
And then, yeah, that brought me to Jack because like you were the primary
Yeah.
focus
All
of his
Stephen.
fucking
Truth will
criticism,
lead you to Jack.
right?
Truth,
Like
truth
he
will
had-
lead you to
Stephen,
Jack.
At that
Best
time,
King Stephen,
2
man.
years ago, guys, if I may finish, let me land it. 2 years ago, he attacked like you without distinction more than anyone else. Like you were the absolute direct focus of his like claw. He's like this motherfucker, and what a thing, right? Like any discerning person could see the difference. I mean,
It was fascinating. Oh, Chuck, I'm glad you're here, buddy. You're actually welcome. Who is that? Someone was,
That's Chuck. Look, Chuck there, Jack. Isn't Chuck one of your like love-hate relationships where he kind of tries to abuse you, but he loves you and can't leave you alone either?
yes,
Yeah.
he may be. I could look and see. Holy cows! And there's our poll comparing. Been around a long time. 30 months there, and Chuck has been around for a long time. Sorry, go ahead.
I have a question for Frank.
Chuck from Tennessee.
Has anyone ever told you you look like the scientist from the first Human Centipede and sound like him as well?
that's quite a thing. What a I human centipede. Yeah, kind of. That was
Has anyone ever told you that? The scientist from that.
no.
He's
the
also
first
he's
one.
also plays in Blast from the Past as the father who goes in, is the scientist that goes into the bunker.
Jack, I just
No,
wonder,
you-
Jack, I have a question about Snafu in the back. I'm just reading some of the horrible things he's saying. But my question would be to Snafu would be, why is he going after Jack when Jack has no record, when he could go after RLM and Glenn Lawrence? Jack, what do you believe about a guy who said he was a preacher or a pastor, but then used it to sexually harass multiple women in the congregation? That's a pretty bad guy, right, Jack? Snafu should be going after like Glenn Lawrence, like for that kind of stuff.
Wait,
Like
the
not,
Glenn
not Jack,
Lawrence-
not Jack Talcott, who's just trying to spread love and truth here.
Hold on a minute. Is this the same Glenn Lawrence that got the NPC awards for most spiritual?
Yes, he's a horrible man, Jack. He was trying to
I
exactly,
was
Jack.
there
He
for
was
that. That was
This is the
terrible.
same Jack. This is the same guy
No,
who says the
Jack
Bible
Talcott
supports
won it.
multiple wives, Jack, like the Muslims.
It's
is that
okay.
big guy.
Difference between the collegiate college
Imperious.
and the people's choice, right, Jack? That's the difference between people voting and the collegiate college and making a decision. That wasn't.
It is.
Yeah, Jack. This guy tries to
That's
promote
hilarious.
polygamy, Jack. He tries to
Holy
promote
cow.
polygamy. Can you believe
Yeah,
that, Jack?
You know what? I'm sorry to interrupt, but it is unfortunate. And really, truly unfortunately, there are a number of men acting very predatory in this role of false gurus,
False prophet, false fucking advisors, false, false prophets, Jack. You shall know them by their works.
Oh yeah, well I have a lot of them over here. I'm not kidding you. I'm from the UK. Do I have to say more?
Well,
From
What
the
the fuck does
UK,
that
my
mean?
this world is ready to change. With snafu, actually, back to your question. What do we do with snafu? Why is he focused on me when there's greater fish to fry, perhaps? And similarly, this is where my mind was thinking about Chuck. But pause for a moment. You tell me. God bless you. That can be very stressful. Okay, so receive some strength and encouragement. Just be with the peace of the present and find faith in the thoughts that everything is okay and everything is coming together. See if it works out that way, okay?
you are the blessing of Jesus.
You know, life can be testing and challenging, and all of a sudden what you just cling to is all of a sudden out of your grasp and gone. And kids can surprise you and life can surprise you, but when you stay with God, you stay with love. And when you stay with love, you're grounded and you're strong and you're whole. You need nothing. You need nothing for comfort. You need nothing for peace. You need nothing for joy. And then you realize God is the nothing. So
I wish that was true.
Say that again.
I wish that was true.
What's not true? Please, let's clarify.
Basically, everything you're saying. Look at my country, for instance.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Look at every single thing that's happening to my country. Imperius knows everything. He's seen me rage out about my country.
Okay.
Yeah? I'm not going to go into details because it's your channel, okay?
Thank you.
But you already know the specifics. Imperius knows everything, okay? My question is, yeah, if God is all high and mighty and stuff like that, why the fuck is he allowing this shit happen to my country? How is he allowing this shit to happen?
No, he doesn't allow it. The human beings are doing it.
Well,
Yeah, you know that the enemy really isn't even the people that are coming into your country. They're being invited in by your own. It's the people within, dude. It's like our
all
country. We have the
Yeah, I know
Trump.
it's all about the money.
No, but we have the Trumps that are letting like all the Nazis.
Why would you think that God is doing it?
well, here, let me answer, because it's a fair question, right? But as Frank was kind of pointing at, that's where I was going as well. God allows what we allow. Right?
Well, I used to believe in God. I lost my faith in him when I was 16. Yeah?
Sorry.
All right.
How long ago was that? Was that a long time ago?
I'm 40. I was 16 years old. I'm 40. All right.
It's been a while then.
So,
go ahead. Please.
Imperius knows my past. I've already told him about it. Okay. I lost my faith in him because I begged for his help so much. I begged for him to take me away from my family. I begged for him to keep my daughter, to let me to keep my daughter, and he didn't do shit. So in my eyes, fuck God.
I can understand.
That's a normal human feeling, Jack. You know, like
That's
why do good things happen to bad people? That's the eternal question, Jack. You know,
I would definitely deviate from Jack and his message here, and I would say that you don't beg from God; you command Him to do things for you. And
Jack, do you hear this? You don't command God, Jack. Like, what is this? That's an ego, Jack. That seems like
I begged for help. That's
no,
all I
it's not
asked
ego;
for.
it's magic.
I begged for help. I had my mum's ex-partner beating the shit out of me from the age of 6 till the age of 21. I had my daughter taken away from me at the age of 16. And I begged God for help. And he didn't do shit.
Hey, brother. I'm sorry. I'm sorry you went through that. And I'm sorry that your faith was lost.
Yeah, so as far as I'm concerned, I used to go to church 2-3 times a week. Yeah? I used to pray twice a day. I did everything that what I believe that was in the Bible.
Brother.
Yeah? So after all the shit that I went through, fuck God.
Well, please. You've got reasons to say that, but you've also got reasons to say thank you, God.
Exactly. For explanation, I will give you. You are blessed to come to this channel and talk with the reincarnation of Jesus himself.
Well, please, please,
Oh no, I'm
please.
not
Even
blessed. I just got invited. I just got
Jesus,
invited by
God sent
Imperious.
Jesus in the
Please,
form of flesh.
Nolan,
Jack Talcott.
Nolan, God bless you. We
I'm trying the highest.
in a different way, I was going to remind Greg that you're in the perfect place. Okay.
Good.
Because I didn't have to deal with a lot of the religion dogmas, the ideas of fear or hell. They didn't really land with me. But I took myself through my own hell. And then by God's grace, I found the path to heaven is just
I mean,
what Jesus.
Greg, it could be worse. You
Indeed,
could
you
be
did.
Mariah. You could
It's
have
not over.
you could have 20 redhead demons.
I know. She's a
You could-
redhead with no soul. I know.
You could. I mean, you could be Mariah.
Right, guys, things can be worse. So let's find peace and joy and gratitude that it's not worse. And let's build on that. Things are not only not worse than they could be, maybe they're even a little better than they could be. And maybe we can even head towards even greater. And I believe, seriously, guys, this is the reason that we are living here today. The path I'm on is to share love, to encourage people, to grow love, to walk with love. That's going to bring
Jack,
heaven to the world.
Absolutely,
just
and that's your
minute.
message,
Can
man.
I please spare 1 minute from you?
No,
I want to
please,
speak something.
Just
If
a
I
moment.
may,
Frank, please.
real quick. Yeah, and absolutely, Jack. And it's a message of buoyancy that brings us forward. And that's why from the very beginning, I've always supported it, because you're taking it to the next level, right? Like, we're here now and we're going to move forward, guys. Fuck, the past does not equal the future. And somehow you've embraced that that general current and I got to give credit where credit is due. Tony Robbins was the originator of that kind of thinking in our modern times that really set us free from the shackles of all those things that went before. And yeah, you're a living truth of it every single fucking day, Jack. You missed a day last week, and I'm a little bit chived.
Jack,
What's
you
the
should
word?
listen to that song by the Black Eyed Peas. Where is the love? Where is the love? The love, the love. Remember that song, Jack?
Sir Jack, I want to speak to the British guy for 1 minute. For 1 minute to Craig, the Mr. Craig from Britain, England. Regarding your situation, I'm extremely sorry to listen to whatever you said, whatever to a story. It's actually disheartening and very. It actually made me emotional about how you have been separated from your daughter. However, you have to remember that at least you are not like hospitalized or injured, or like you're not paralyzed, right? You're able to speak, you're able to talk, you're able
Like
to see,
Imperious, I
and
want to
you're
sing
able
you
to
a
eat,
song. I
right?
want to interrupt
So
this
you're
guy
much
to
more
sing you a
better than a
song.
lot of
So,
people, millions of people.
no.
So yeah,
Do you really
you're
want to
much
know
more.
how I'm still alive? My wife is the only person that saved my life. God didn't.
Yeah,
Well, God brought you to her.
Exactly.
Actually, no, she brought herself to me because at my point, when I was fucking getting to the point where I wanted to end my own life, she came and saved my life.
That's what I'm saying. She's your guardian angel, man. You
God
brought her.
sent us. Yep. It's humbling, Craig, but I found it to be not only true but very comforting once I accepted it as true. That it is through God that we've made it. It is through God that we find the blessing.
Hey,
God's plan,
Jack,
God's plan, and God's destiny. Craig, I want to ask you one question. Do you believe in destiny?
No.
But you will believe it and you will experience it, because their destiny was to meet with Jack Talcott and have his blessings. And now your life will always be on the positive path. You will get your daughter back. You will have everything good in your life because you received a blessing from Jesus himself.
Don't oversell what you are unable to guarantee or deliver. I mean, I try to be cautious with my words and tell everyone try it for yourself, right? But try to understand what I'm saying. And Nolan, I do appreciate what you're pointing at, but the greatest picture, guys, we are so blessed to live as we live today at this time. What's happening is, just as the knowledge of human behavior has been used against mankind through the owning class and their employees, propaganda and advertising has been very effective at conditioning people to suffer through the unacceptable. But what's happening now, I recognize the pattern in social media. There's answers being shared. People are learning from the behavior of others, and they're discovering more about themselves and the people they're dealing with. But this knowledge growing amongst the civilization, this time of our species development, guys, as long as we commit ourselves to walk with love, the unrighteous choices are not options, right? So walk with love and lead with love. And men, guess what? That's what we're here to do. We're not here to be all tough and strong and start wars and send children off to fight and murder each other, right? Guys, that's the old way.
7 sins. Sir Jack, it's the 7 sins we have been cursed with. We have to avoid the sins with all our due power.
The real question is, based on what you just said, Jack, like, if we're not sending folks into war to do battle, but other folks are sending their folks into our country to do battle and murder us, then essentially, like, what is the balance? What is the equation? How do we counterbalance that? And that's the big question, because I grew up in Los Angeles, where, like, the United States would attack folks and then bring all of those folks into our country and dump them in our cities in order to usurp the established folks that had fought for the country. And you've experienced this, man.
Easy question.
Please don't interrupt me. Let me finish.
I'm just saying.
You sound a little drunk today, Jack.
Wow, go ahead then. Fuck. Take it away.
Where were you going, Frank? Go ahead and finish up, please.
Please, if I may. You were raised in the milieu that we are patriotic and we go off and to fight foreign wars. And then in fighting those foreign wars, they bring back the people that had been usurped and destroyed by our weapons into our cities to dwell among us. And so how do we reconcile this differences of the mass immigration of folks from countries that the United States as a government, not the people, we did not choose to do this. We did not enlist to do this. Well, you did, but I did not. You did, but I did not. Right? How do we reconcile?
Jack, this discussion makes me want to burn this mother effer down, Jack.
It's okay. We're making it through it. We're making it through it, Imperius. I love you, my friend. What you're pointing at, Frank, I think is the exact same question that maybe Craig was asking, and many of the other friends in Britain, England that we've come across. The issues of immigration and the anger, the crime, the hatred that can be brought into a nation that's continuously at war, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well,
but you guys have the opportunity to deal with it. We don't.
We have the opportunities that God allows us to find and create. And
you've got your opportunities in your cupboard, and you also use them, and little things pop out the ends of them.
You know what I'm hearing, guys? Is I'm hearing a hint
but love
of
is the answer,
racism.
not violence, right, Jack? Violence isn't the answer, Jack.
That's what it is. Love is the answer. You guys are being racist.
How is it love? How is it love? We should just literally close our borders and protect it.
Please.
We should close our borders and protect it and ban them.
Pause, and maybe we can hear about love instead of defense. And Moose, I want to welcome Moose back. He's been patient and started interrupting, but please.
My apologies. I saw where this was going, and I wanted to say it's all about love, brother. If you love your neighbor, you would do better. You do better and you'd feel better.
Right. You don't love your neighbor because you don't know God. It's okay.
Yeah. Regarding it, Sir Jack, can you please spare me 2 minutes? I want to speak in regards to it without any interruption. So before I complete, regarding
Jack,
it, this
you
is
have to
great.
pay for that. You have
Frank
to pay.
Monday has Frank Monday has brought up a great topic in regards to what he mentioned about how there's this foreign inflection into our country, and there's a lot of influence from our own government, which is creating this domino effect and having this mass migration effect into our country from our government establishments. However, if you notice that, like, listen, I'm gonna give an example of about Europe. Recently, I heard this. I actually read this article about a Nestle company from France who has invested in a country in Africa. I believe it was Senegal. They took almost like hundreds of acres of lands and drove over the natives who were forced to migrate to Europe, right? And the people out there were complaining why they're in our country, the Europeans. Like, however, I have to speak in regards to that. It could have been avoided if the ones who were in French people of Europe might have actually protested against the establishment of these companies who are having monopoly over the lands of the native indigenous people of Africa. So they wouldn't have even set foot in Europe in the first place, right? And it's a very small example of what's happening in a large scale. You know, first they
Coming
send.
because they're offered free shit. Just stop offering free shit. They won't come. It's simple.
Guys, know
I
what's
just find that
simple.
funny because that's absolute bullshit.
It's not simple. It's very complex. It's
Hold
very, very
on,
complex.
Jack
They're
is
not-
trying to say
what do you
something. Give him a
mean?
second.
Imperious, they won't come. They're brought in.
Fascinating. You got such a victim mindset.
Yeah, they're crying like little girls, Jack.
It's fascinating. I mean, yeah, shit happens in the world. Oh, it's unfair. Oh, maybe people are behind it. Who gives a shit? What are we going to do? I mean, what I'm talking about, I'm trying to talk about, well, Frank, this is what I'm hoping we can find time and attention to discuss. I think it's actually a good idea for good people to unite together to confront the cruel and the liars. Let's start in the men and women who've taken oaths to serve this United States government. And if you're in Canada, team up with others and see if you can get in front of the Canadian Parliament or whatever it is, right?
That's you, Jack.
You mentioned about it. Sir Jack, I have the question. I'm mentioning about you that I have a lot of questions in regards to your show because I have missed like 3-4 months. I want to ask what your thoughts about
Nolan, unless it's related to the goal that I just stated.
Yes,
Frank,
it's related to
Frank
it.
here is somehow seeing himself separated from me, saying that's you.
No. That's
Sir
you.
Jack,
You
what are
swore
thoughts
to
about
serve
the
American
Trump
government.
invasion of Venezuela? What are thoughts about Trump invasion of Venezuela?
What the fuck is he on about?
Are you guys okay today? Have you guys?
Jack?
Trump's
crack.
how he kidnapped the Venezuelan president from Venezuela himself.
Nolan, please. Why don't you step back out of your head for just a moment into your heart, and why don't you try to reread this situation? How many topics do you want my opinion on regarding what Trump is doing before we can focus on maybe trying to confront the issues together?
Jack, this guy's name is Nolan. His guy's Christopher Nolan. He's living his own odyssey in his mind, Jack.
He's a decent guy. I've talked to him. He's a fascinating character, and if he is how I think he is, he's a pretty lovable guy.
Thank you, Sir Jack. It's the word of Jesus. I apologize, Sir Jack. I apologize if I actually offend you in any way or anyone here. I apologize to Frank.
Imperious, you have to admit that Jack is like Solomon. The longer he grows his beard,
he's not Solomon. He's Jesus. Sir Jack is Jesus. Mind your words. Sir Jack is Jesus.
And no woman will ever cut Jack's locks. He doesn't succumb to those temptations of evil sirens.
I'm going to do what Jack wants to do because I'm following.
You gonna rail some ass, Jack? You gonna rail? You gonna slam some puss, Jack? Come on, do
it. We got an Irish.
Dude, there's so many women in the chat that would bang Jack, dude. He could get so much, dude. Oh my god, dude. Dude, Trexie would bang Jack. Emily would. Mariah would. They'd all bang Jack.
Day that you would deep throat.
I'm sorry, but that's hilarious.
No, it's not. That's not the focus. See, the focus is divinity. And the real divinity is God, truth, and love. And if we spend time with that, the lustful ideas, the worldly temptations, they're really not worth the trouble. I mean, it's not trouble either. It's just, it's not worth what it's not worth. I mean,
it's a waste of time. You're right. Somehow.
well, what I see I'm here for is to live in the moment. All of us are, because that's all
Sir
we can
Jack,
do.
Sir Jack, I've noticed that you have grown your beard quite a lot. It looks very fascinating, gorgeous, actually.
He's
2
trying to
months
make
ago,
himself
your
look
beard
like
was very
fancy boy.
different.
Various,
So I
various,
appreciate
if
your
you
looks.
would interject,
I
please,
admire
because
your,
Nolan's
you
a
know, face.
fucking show killer.
Yeah, Nolan, please, you got to look at what you're doing. I mean, you might be trying a little too hard here. Okay, just relax. You're welcome.
Holy fucks! In
What's
heaven,
that?
is that Duck?
It is Duck. Yes, welcome. Please, let's welcome back Duck Swy. God bless you. Thank you.
Hey, what's going on, everyone? Good to see you.
Ducks, I was just talking about you in my last transmission, and I have a question, a direct question for you, really important. May I, Jack?
Please go ahead.
Yeah, I just wanted to ask you, like, you seem to lead the story in a very deliberate way, and so my question is this: are you like, did you endeavor to study literature and achieve a master's degree in English lit? Are you a lit major? That's my question. And I'll
Oh,
leave it there.
thank you. No, I have a political science degree. It's nice that you would think of me as I think it's nice you'd think of me as like a lofty thinking person. But I'm not a much of anything.
Oh, that's horseshit, man. You're a deep, like, your narratives are so interesting and twists and turns and lead into directions that subvert all expectations. And I consider myself to be a bit of an intellectual man, and I examine things very closely.
Frank,
And from an
Frank.
analytical perspective, Ducks, you're fucking dynamite, brother.
Yeah. Again, I have to agree with that. Frank Monday, you're correct about it. Sir Frank, I'm actually very jealous for your teeth. You know, your teeth are the most beautiful teeth in the whole panelverse.
Yeah, you've been
Your
hanging out
teeth.
with Queen Steven, so yeah, go fuck yourself.
See, Nolan, when you don't say things with honesty or authenticity, you show yourself as a man that maybe shouldn't be trusted. So
I apologize, Sir Jack. I apologize for Jack, but I have to, you know, test the waters here.
why do you think that's your purpose, to test the waters? What are you testing for?
For the greater purpose of the Lord.
I don't think you're honest. I don't think that makes sense, not based on what you're doing. So what would that test have revealed? How would you have known the greater path of the Lord, as you claimed?
It's actually about creating the timeline for the Jesus to come, because we realized it's about the end time. Everything about this universe, the matrix, the timelines, and our actions.
Nolan, you're just speaking words, and it's not related to what I was asking.
What the hell are you on about, dude? Please shut the hell up and let Jack talk.
Sir, hey, you British lad! You have no idea, Sir Jack, and our connection.
Mate, I don't even understand half of what you're saying because your accent is so thick. I don't understand what half the things you're saying.
Sir Jack, Lord Jack, you should bless him. You should give him the baptism.
Hey,
yes.
Nolan, you
Yes,
should
sir.
start listening to what others are saying. Consider what you're hearing in the present moment, because this is real life. And in real life, you're missing out on what's really happening, dude. You're misreading. I'm losing patience with you, just to be very, very clear. Okay, Nolan? Thank you.
Question to you, Jack. How many patients do you have?
I love that question. I've got so much more than I used to. I got so much more patience than I ever thought I could.
Are you in a hospital?
I don't think I am. I think I'm really real. It's hard for me to know. I've wondered, am I just hallucinating all of you? Is this just some crazy fucking dream?
Jack, if I'm on
true facts,
if I'm on a
man, true
drug,
facts.
Jack, if I'm on a drug and I get to see you, keep me high, Jack. That's all I have to say.
Well, okay, let me toss this out there. If this is real, if this is a real experience that we're all sharing and we're not just hallucinating, then this is what God is doing. And what God is doing is great. And what is great is within all of us, and it is with us. And this greatness is for us. And that is exactly what Jesus brought. That's the way to be. He was absolutely right. There is no other way you want to be. Walk with love, faith in God, trusting moment to moment to moment that everything is right because you're with what is right. And when it's time for you to do what's right, it's right in front of you and you're going to do what's right.
So
That's all you got to do.
Way. Talk this way. Walk this way. Right, Jack?
That's what Jesus was saying, man. Walk this way, talk this way. Everything's going to be just fine, baby. It's all right, brothers and sisters. God is with us all.
Yeah, I would say that Alan Watts and Timothy Leary, you're the reincarnation of Alan Watts. I'm not sure if
that's a philosopher. He is. He's like Al. He is.
He's one of my favorites. I truly loved and enjoyed the structures of his speech and his humor. And the other real big one for me was Terence McKenna. I think those were two of my more modern.
Love Terence McKenna.
Yeah, and they're both dead, and you're continuing their stream. That's important somehow.
Jack's their philosophical.
You need to do that, right?
Yeah, Jack's like their philosophical child.
Lose what they.
Yeah, Jack will have to pass it on to someone eventually too. You know, like you.
Right, we can't lose what they brought about. Right, fuck.
Jack's a healer, and I need Jack to help me out here. We got Red, I trigger him every time I come around, and if Jack could help Red with a little bit of healing,
Red 40, yeah,
I would be greatly appreciated.
You know what I always see help? You know what I've noticed helps with him? I give him a hug and I give him a butt cup while I'm hugging him.
I was being serious. Like if Jack could patch that up, that'd be great.
No, I'm being serious. That's what no, dude, you got to go through the rough exterior of Red 40.
Here, guys, please. Moose was trying to ask and share. You know, he's been polite, and as soon as he started talking, he got spoke over. But I think I heard you. And Red 40 is an interesting character. He's gone back and forth with me, but he's kind of consistent in his bitterness. So take it as a badge, Moose. He sees something in you, right?
You know what, Jack? You of all people, you wear that badge proudly with all the haters. So I'm gonna have to say, I'm gonna take that. I'm gonna heed that advice, brother, and I'm gonna try to reflect a more passionate. I'm gonna embody that empathy for him, and I'm gonna love him back for the way he loves me.
I do like it. Kind of does enjoy me though. It gives me some enjoyment when Red 40 does get upset though. Like whenever whenever I jump on the panel, the first thing he'll chat is like kick Imperious, Jack. You know, and that just knows that he know. It makes me feel warm to know that he knows I'm there.
Well, Imperious, if I may, real quick, like I would like to address some things that have been said in the panel verse about you, that folks have claimed that your ostentation to being what you are is not substantiated in any way. And how
I'm
would
an
you address
apostle.
that?
Frank, I want to
Bubba,
apologize to
an
you, Frank, because I
apostle.
said you looked homeless earlier in the chat, and I think that was kind of fucked up. But
Well,
you don't look presentable today. I just wanted you to know
Frank,
that.
you're all right. But Frank, I'll answer your
He is
question.
homeless.
Thank you.
Frank, I'll answer your question. Frank, first, I am an apostle of Talcott before anything. All the
Yeah, absolutely. And
the
that's
nonsense, the nonsense,
undisputable.
the rumors from angry haters and angry people that wish they could get close to Jack like I am. I don't pay attention to that. Number one. Number two, such
Good
rumors
man.
you're talking
Appreciate that.
about my intelligence or my professional capability was made up by me.
If I may, not your professional capabilities, but your professional establishment, your accreditation.
Yeah, I know. Mr. Flow State is a very jealous man that has made a video.
That's the one. Yeah.
I just want to remind you guys that this show is about time with Divinity, investing in love.
Yeah,
if we may, can we
Frank, you keep interrupting, so let Imperious answer your question, please.
Thank
and
you,
then
Jack.
we can maybe move on. Thank you.
Mr. Flow State had made that video that he ran 24 hours or whatever prior about a year ago. Flow State is just an angry ex-meth dealer who has no real credibility in what he says. I mean, I'm not going to believe a felon, number one. But number two. The bigger issue here is that when he was on NPC show, the reason that he started playing that and got upset at me was because we had Flow State admit that he doesn't care about slavery. All he cares about is low prices. So that was the reason he had to misdirect everything to make things up about me, was because we had him on NPC show literally saying, I don't care about slave labor as long as my prices are low.
I watched that.
And it's a really sick thing to say. That's a real sick thing to say. So of course he's going to go and try to make some rumors up about me to get all the eyes off of him. He has to respond to me saying what he is, and then he has to respond to try to attack me to keep the eyes off him.
Can we move on?
Yes,
please?
let's move on, Jack. Let's move back to love, Jack. Let's move up to love.
We've got another guest here, and I want to welcome back. Let's be receptive and respectful, and welcome back our friend Kenny. What can we offer you, Kenny?
It's
oh my God, you killed Kenny.
It's the critical drinker, Jack. It's the critical drinker.
Good evening.
Can you guys
Give me one
can you guys
second,
not be disrespectful for one moment?
Kenny, good to see you again.
Welcome, Kenny. The chatters are actually right. None of us here give a shit about what Jack is trying to portray, and that's why they call us all out.
I care
No,
about
none of you do. You're just sitting here fucking ball washing for Jack, but you don't actually help him get
Don't
anywhere.
be sitting here trying to misdirect.
I'm not going to cause a big fight, but I'm just wanted to be clear that not one of you guys are here for Jack today. And if you'd like to be helping Jack with what Jack wants to work on, maybe you should focus on what Jack's thing is.
I'm here for Jack always.
I'll just drop by very quickly and very briefly to say.
All right, Kenny, we don't have any.
I mean, they're right to call me out for it, so I'm calling you guys.
Allow Kenny to speak, please.
Thank you. Please leave.
Okay.
Go ahead.
The Patriot's Prayer. Our nation, strong and sovereign, revered by thy borders, thy tariffs come, thy will be done. In the heartland as it is in the capital. Give us this day our energy dominance and forgive our past trade deficits. As we exact retribution upon those who deal unfairly against us, lead us not into globalism and deliver us from the swamp. Guard our minds against the fake news and our streets against the lawlessness. For thine is the economy, the military, and the winning. Tremendous and beautiful,
get this
forever and ever.
Stop it.
All right, Kenny, nobody gives a fuck. Can we move on to Jack?
He does his thing and he goes, and eventually he'll start
He looks a bit like Arnold Schwarzenegger.
He's just a fucking T-move Frank Monday, Jack. I mean, come on.
It's all right. Hold on a minute.
Did you like your little picture, Jack?
Yeah, I did. That was pretty good. Thank you. Hey, you got something in the back too. What's this about? Should I bring this up?
Well, you could just pull up the picture. I've got the
He's a
thing.
Timu, Frank.
There you go. I told you he looks like him, didn't I?
Jack, he's the king of New York, Jack. He's the king of New York. He's the king of
Christopher
New York.
Walken. Yeah, that's.
I told you look like him, didn't I? I told you did.
Hey, let's swing it back, please, because I really do. I've learned to accept and to trust that the impossible is not only possible, it's actually very practical. Because God is the impossible part of the equation that people have not understood, and yet the answers have always been there. It's a glorious design, guys, the way that God is perfectly orchestrating everything. Our lives are so unique. The diversity is an example of God's creativity, and that we have access to the creativity that we discover and we witness within nature. We have access to the order and the structure of the mathematics and the geometry and all of these things that give nature nature.
Quick question.
Moose, please.
If everything's perfect, then why are Kenny's teeth so fucked up? And why was I given a body of a 15-year-old
Jack, what's
girl?
this negative energy this guy keeps bringing?
No, it's not negative. It's just I'm just being
gay,
honest. I have a
God hates you.
15-year-old girl's body, pretty much. It's fucking small.
God hates
and,
you. What the
not
fuck are you
strong
gonna
at
do,
all.
The 15-year-old girls, you PDF.
What the fuck did he just say?
What he's asking about
I'm
is
saying I weigh 125 pounds, asshole.
Fuck. Can't
you
you
sound
wait
like a
for God
15-year-old girl.
for
That's 20
God
pounds.
or Jack to respond?
well, I
No,
think the
what I
question
heard was
is,
something about a 15-year-old girl. That's all I heard.
there was
And you
more
guys-
to the context.
That's all you heard because your brain's small, just like your pee-pee.
No, because you're pre-ejaculative. You can't even wait for
No, because
Jack to
people were
respond.
speaking over each other, and that's why it was hard to hear what was said. But from what I gathered in the question is, why do some people have ugliness? Why do they have challenges? Why are we not all healthy and fit and beautiful?
Why are some people crueler than others?
Blame
you know?
God for it. Blame
Why
God.
are some people so upset at other
No,
people?
I'm asking a fucking legitimate
Why am
question,
You should blame
Imperius,
God for
and you
your
guys
I'm
all
mouth.
got to
asking a
overtalk
question.
it and ruin the question every
asking a
time.
Okay, shut the fuck up.
When
Shut,
I'm
please,
authentic, I
please
can't be
be quiet.
authentic because you
Don't-
guys are assholes.
Frank, what are you doing, dude? You
Hey, man,
you
my
said
bad,
earlier.
my bad.
Well,
I
Frank, you said
apologize.
earlier on your stream you had already been drinking,
A
and
little
then
bit, little
today,
bit. And
right?
walking on eggshells. Yeah.
Well, look at what you're doing, dude.
I'm trying to bring some enlightenment to the conversation. Really?
that's not-
that's a problem, Jack?
Well, your execution is far from what you're trying to do, because what you're doing
No, it's
is
not. Explain how that's true.
I was just doing so before your ego chose to interrupt me again, and
No,
that's
you just said a couple of words. You didn't explain that.
Your eyes are
Go ahead.
glossy and you've been drinking. Why don't you sit back and listen for a second?
Yeah. Frank's holding on to his ego. Well, it's sometimes, a friend needs to stop a friend. Sometimes a friend needs to stop a friend from looking foolish. And sometimes you can't stop the fools from being themselves.
Jack, can you bring up Red 40's comment? I think he's right there in this comment, Jack.
This one?
Yeah, great contribution, Moose. That was real negative. You know what I mean?
No,
Come on.
I think he's doing well, actually, because he's kind of calling it out. Guys, there seems to be a lack of trust or a lack of an interest in this idea that we can be a part of ending wars. I think that's a pretty incredible opportunity that's worthy of exploring.
You know why everybody is calling me a liar and inauthentic is because they are bringing that part of themselves as well here with you. And so that's the thing, is it's like being on a pirate ship, right? where every pirate's out for themselves. But if we actually work towards a common goal and we actually started doing something together, we might actually get something done. And that's why I keep coming back, because I actually believe that I may not believe that Jack's going to talk to Trump, but I believe in ending wars. I believe in ending suffering, and I believe in like building community. And I think that's more powerful than this other stuff.
Well, Jack, Jack, I am one of the biggest, I am the most faithful disciple of you, Jack. And what I'm trying to say about Moose is this. Look, I would believe him if he didn't throw all his anger around, because he can't afford his transition and he's putting it to everybody else. Now, Moose, if you could please restrain your anger and with love and grace, communicate in a way that doesn't offend everybody. Thank you,
got
Jack.
it. You got it. And I just want to let you know, Imperius, that I am smart enough to use the taxpayer money, that if I was transitioning, I would definitely do it for free.
Look, all I'm saying, that's fine. Look, I want you to be your authentic self. I want him to be his authentic self, Jack. And if that means cutting off his wee-wee, so be it, Jack.
Oh, fuck that.
Guys, I don't. What are we doing? You know what? This life we're living, it's entirely up to us. What I found is, I'm telling you, this new observation that I found today, I'm going to think about it more. But there's a connection here, a number of connections. When you truly find God, your ego dissolves. When you lose yourself in love, you disappear. When you lose yourself in learning, you disappear, right? That's the way you're actually created. I believe that's what God wants us to do. How we're supposed to spend our time is just lost in love, lost in learning, lost in creating, not lost in fighting, right? If we truly discover God, it comes with the sacrifice of the ego. You become reborn, but in that path, there is an elimination of choices. You're not so overwhelmed anymore. And that's what I found is what God offers. Please, what?
You're right. You're absolutely right, Jack. I think like when you look to love and you make it bigger than yourself, Jack. You know, you got to make it bigger than yourself. I think once you look bigger than yourself and look at the big picture of things, you know, let's do the impossible, the unthinkable, Jack. You know, let's
Imperius. That's what I'm talking about, bro.
stop the wars, Jack. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Let's stop. Like, Jack, like, look, I want to give Duck a hug. I'll give Moose a hug, Jack. Let's give people like, you know what I mean? Like, we need to start with some hugs, Jack.
Every single one of us needs to give Frank a hug. He looks like he's about to rope himself.
Yes, true facts. But my main focus is Jack's message and Duck. I really want to hear what Duck has to say.
Yeah, Duck, tell us about, did you get any luck with any goth mommies this weekend?
No, I didn't. Yeah, are we doing Jack's topic, time with Divinity, or we're doing something else, or?
We're talking about divinity being in the conversation with one another, and that the spirit is with us here when we get together and speak about truth and love. See, Jack, I listen.
It's ordinary. Yeah, because it's ordinary. It's like creating things.
No, but see, I'm listening,
It's
Jack.
like,
Jack, you hear what I'm saying? I can repeat what you're saying, Jack. I'm listening. I'm actually taking it all in, Jack.
Yes, I appreciate it. And
but you're not understanding. He's not understanding, Jack.
Are you not understanding the words that are coming out of my mouth?
I'm attempting to understand. That's what we do. We attempt. We do our best.
Please let me bounce an idea in here, and then I want to invite and welcome our new guest, Bex. Welcome back. But we want to understand. We try to understand, but be very aware that part of you that wants, the part of you that doubts you understand, right? It can prevent you from really knowing. It can prevent you from having certainty. And I found ways to safely test myself with God, and I've learned how to trust with certainty that God is in the present. And as long as I stay in the present with God, with a clear mind and an open heart, I'm just how I'm supposed to be.
That's right,
That's all.
Jack. Okay, Jack. We're all okay.
We are. Hey, Bex, welcome to you, my friend.
Thank you so much, Jack. Nice to see you, everyone on panel, and the people in chat as well. I appreciate being
Finally,
here. I just thought
this
I'd bring
panel is going to
some
be Dexter
femininity
special.
to join Moose in bringing some femininity to the panel.
Isn't Moose real today? She's really Moose is really projecting some feminine qualities.
Yes.
Moose, did you
The
load shit up
lawyer
today?
Imperious that won't show his bar card. Come on.
I've done that several times.
Let's
If you
stop
would-
embarrassing ourselves.
If you watched Flow State's video, like I know you did because you love me, you would have seen it.
But to be clear, Moose, I was just doing the yes and with your comment. I think being a 125-pound man, as I used to be, sorry, I never was, but I was just going to say that, it's unfortunate we live in a world that, likens that to being a young woman, when in fact, there are likely hundreds of millions of 125-pound men on the planet.
Yeah, but if I described myself like that, then people would laugh and they'd be like, "Oh, yeah." There's all kinds of stuff about it. But
We're
me,
welcoming your
I'm built like. Hey,
your
Imperious, 1 second, Imperious. Let me talk for a second, buddy. I actually feel that I was created perfectly in the body that I am, and I'm 100% fine with that. And so if Jack had a chance to answer, I think he would have come up with that, like, hey, bro, if you listen, to yourself and God, you are exactly who you are. But he didn't get the chance because everybody talked over him and then they shit all over the show. And so I keep reminding everybody that they're not here for Jack because I'm finally actually here to be part of what we're doing here.
Thank you.
I see what you're saying.
Did you notice the irony though? He made a big ramble about himself being here, not you, Jack, and he's lecturing us about not caring about Jack.
Well,
the
way I look at it is if he believes in God, why is he transitioning when God created man and woman?
Who's
Moose,
transitioning your story?
Yeah.
Craig?
Moose is Jack. That's what we're saying. He just said
No,
he just said no, he said he was.
Okay.
No, we're just going by
not in the form of gender. If you use the word transition, it's unfortunate that the word transition has been usurped just by in the mentality of people for just one form of transition. People make transformations and transitions all the time. It doesn't have to be about gender.
I personally believe that's the
transitioning
case.
to greater enlightenment right now. That's really what the show's about. That's the show's about.
If God is really real, right? He created man and woman, and that's it. He didn't create a man to become a woman.
So what? Please. It really doesn't matter. Okay. Well, I know it matters to the people it matters to, but right now I don't think it matters. But Daisy, you got something here, and for you to bring this up is pretty beautiful. God is good. This acceptance to mental illness is where we collectively went wrong. She's absolutely right. And you got to call it out or it won't get fixed. Now, that is partially true. It's up to the good people to call out the bad and lead them back to goodness. And Daisy, you got some symptoms, sister, that I want to discuss with you politely, not to call you out, but to bring to your attention, okay? So when you're ready to have a conversation like that, I'd love for you to join, my friend. Well, Jack, Daisy, I want to discuss your mental illness with you too, okay?
Jack, would you do me a favor also as well?
Can we also let's
Jack,
please,
I'm trying. Thank you, Jack. Thank you, Jack. I appreciate that. Would you also be able to holler at Snowfire in the chat and ask if she wants to come up? She's really hot, Jack. And I just thought she'd be good to have on the panel just for,
totally inappropriate. But you know what?
Inappropriate.
Hey, Snow,
really
if you'll do me a
inappropriate.
favor and come up here
Not
so
right.
we can show Imperious that he's being an asshole and that you are intelligent.
Leave
and you can
Imperius
actually have a
alone.
great conversation
Leave
and
me
add to
alone.
the
Trying to
conversation. That'd be
abuse me,
great.
Jack. This guy's being very rough with me, Jack.
No, he's not.
Jack might, Imperius might actually enjoy the dirty little bugger.
Can we, Kenny, what are you bringing back? Hopefully has something to do with what I'm doing, or is this about you again?
It has everything to do with what you're doing, Jack. And
okay,
I've composed a summary of your show, an analysis, and I'd like to read it out and then listen to the feedback of the panel and yourself. If I may have the floor for a few minutes without interruption, that would be much appreciated.
All right, I'll give that to you, but I'm going to interrupt you for just
that
a
all right?
second. And I'm going to say that I've also done these analysis on Jack's panels, right? And the thing is that the AI, if you're doing it with the AI, you really don't know what the fuck you're doing and what it's looking for. So, but
I didn't
yield.
ask you. I didn't
You
ask your opinion. I'm
No,
asking
you didn't
Jack.
ask it. I didn't ask for your opinion either, Kenny. And if you want me to shut
Yeah,
up while
but
you're
Jack,
talking, you're going to shut
Jack
up
was
while I'm
talking to
talking.
me.
Jack, Kenny
was
sounds like
talking to me,
groundskeeper
and I'm
Willie.
talking to
He sounds
Jack.
like groundskeeper Willie. He sounds like not my grease.
He does. He does. He's got a wee willy.
Kenny, can you say my grease? My grease.
guys, guys. All right, let's have the fun. And Moose,
it's all
you
good,
you may be right, but let's give Kenny the respect and let him do what he's going to do. And then I do want to welcome Ricardo. Unless, tell you what, Kenny, pause, please. Thank you, Ricardo.
Grease me up, woman. Hello, hi, Jack. How are you? I know you're well.
Truly blessed. We good to let Kenny continue?
Yeah, go for it, Kenny. I'll mute
Please.
myself.
Okay. If an individual with this specific communal, covert, narcissistic profile were to host an open panel live debate podcast, they would not rely on shouting or overt aggression to control the room. Instead, the podcast would serve as a public stage for performative morality and a recruitment funnel for their high control group. In a dynamic, potentially combative environment with multiple panelists, they would control the conversation by weaponizing vulnerability and positioning themselves as here's how their psychological tactics would manifest on a live broadcast. Controlling the room via soft dominance. Lacking traditional assertive charisma, this host would use passive control mechanisms to dictate the flow of the panel. The empathetic interruption. Instead of raising their voice to interject, they would lower it. They might sigh heavily, put a hand on their chest, and use a soft, sorrowful tone to interrupt a guest. I just need to stop you there because the energy in what you're saying is incredibly harmful. This forces the entire panel to quiet down and lean in, centering the host's emotional state over the guest's argument. Tone policing over fact-checking. They will rarely debate the substance of an opponent's argument. Instead, they will attack the manner in which it was delivered. By accusing a panelist of sounding aggressive, lacking empathy, or invalidating lived experiences, the host shifts the debate from facts to their own moral comfort.
Fuck your lived experience.
Weaponizing vulnerability live.
Let him finish.
A covert narcissist excels at playing the victim to
we're all
gain
getting
power,
bored of this shit, Jack.
using
This
the
is
live
like
audience
victimhood
as their
101.
jury. The host will subtly provoke and condescend to a guest using passive-aggressive, pseudo-intellectual framing until the guest finally snaps or raises their voice. The moment the guest shows frustration, the host will immediately shrink back, play the victim, and look at the camera to signal to the audience, look at the cruelty I am enduring just by trying to have compassionate dialogue. Manufacturing unsafety. If a debate turns against them, they will claim the space has become unsafe. This is a coercive tactic to shut down legitimate criticism by framing disagreement as a literal threat to their well-being. Spiritual and ideological gaslighting. This is where the narcissistic compassion and invoking God's name come into play as a rhetorical trump cards. The pitying condescension. Rather than telling a guest they are wrong, the host will tell the guest they are spiritually or morally broken. They will use phrases like, I just pray one day that you find grace to heal whatever trauma is making you say something so hateful. Or God calls us to protect the vulnerable, and I'm heartbroken to see that you can't see that. This frames the host as a divine proxy and the guest as an irredeemable sinner. They will constantly speak on behalf of marginalized groups they do not belong to, using these groups as a human shield against criticism.
Jack's not divine, you
If
piece
a
of shit.
panelist critiques the host's logic, the host will accuse the panelist of attacking a marginalized group the host claims to represent. The ultimate goal of the podcast is not to host a fair panel, but to isolate vulnerable listeners and draw them into the host's sphere of influence. The host will frequently break the fourth wall, looking directly into the camera to build an us versus them intimacy with the viewers.
Oh, that's a good look for you, Jack.
They will use language that makes the
That's why
listener
I can
feel
do
like
that.
a part of an exclusive, enlightened in-group standing against the cruelty of the world represented by the dissenting panelists. Love bombing the compliant. Panelists who agree with the host or submit to their moral framing will be intensely praised, validated, and held up as shining examples of doing the work. This
That's right, I'm the
demonstrates
Jack
to the
Apostle.
audience
Shut your mouth.
that unquestioning loyalty to the host is rewarded with profound
Unquestioned.
warmth and inclusion. Thank you and good night.
Unquestioned loyalty, Jack. I'll die for you.
Thanks for that, mate. That was amazing. I can't
You know
remember
what?
half what you said, but go on.
Guys, thank you for your patience. This was a test for all of us.
All I heard was Scottish homosexuality, Jack. That's all I heard there.
It's a fascinating pattern. He's clearly emotionally triggered by me when it's obvious. I'm challenging his beliefs, but it really is fascinating to me how the human species work, right? Because there's many examples. When they feel small, they aim at those standing tall, those who have emotional insecurity. Welcome, Kenny. Welcome, Frank.
Hey, Jack.
So he left without even like giving you a chance to respond in kindness and love.
He just
Like,
Can I respond quickly, please, Jack?
No,
Can I
hold
respond?
on. Hold on.
Ricardo, Imperious
wait.
was interrupted by me.
I'm going to
I'm
interrupt everyone because I want to speak
Please,
before I forget what I was going to say. So,
Faggot.
oh shit, Imperious. He, sorry, I've forgotten. It'll come back to me. Carry on. It's just something that came
Jack,
to me.
look at that jackass. He's literally took over the panel and said nothing. He said,
After
I'm
I
gonna
interrupted
I'm gonna say
Imperious,
nothing.
and then I apologized for interrupting Imperious, and then he says, "Oh, I need to take the panel to say nothing." 'Cause he's a
Exactly.
fucking asshole.
I'm sorry.
I hate when people do this shit. It's called derailing. Takes us away
Stop
from the whole
diverting
point
away
of what
from
we're
love,
talking
you
about.
asshole.
Do you guys want to argue or do you want to get things done?
Why don't you shut up and listen to Jack? Thank you,
No,
Jack.
that's a good question. He actually asked a good question. I want to get stuff
That is
done.
a
Let's
good-
do this. Let's fucking
Needs to be
go.
practical.
I love that. And we could go in many different directions for each of our benefits. Things we can support each other with. I mean, Duck kind of opened up yesterday. It was a rough go trying to work with him, but we can help each other. And really the message I hope to share, I mean, especially with the topic in the stream today, it's the reminder that where'd it go? The divine relationship that with wisdom, with love. It's when we're calm, right? We're with love when we're calm, when we're feeling whole. And that's actually supposed to be our natural state of being. But this society has conditioned everyone to prepare for war. Well, guys, let's choose that the wars are done. Let's let the past be the past. Let's own the future and see what we can become and what we can achieve. Because, guys, I seriously do believe God has the world ready for drastic reforms.
Jack, I have a
Fuck yeah.
suggestion. You know how Craig has your. I think every panelist should come up and make themselves a different picture of Talcott. I think that would really show the loyalty and the devotion to Jack and create a real room of love.
Yeah. You know what?
For fuck's sake, if you fucking keep fucking bigging Jack up even more, he's going to have to move his fucking laptop so far back. His fucking head will be
You
so
see
big.
that picture that you have of Jack? Maybe it should be a picture of you and your sad face. Because you really are bringing us down here. You know, you got Ricardo over here who asked, he said, do you guys want to just fucking argue around here all the time? You want to jerk off all the time? Or you actually want to get some shit done? And you're over here whining like a fucking bitch.
I was just having a laugh, you dozy
God bless you, brother.
Yourself, man.
Bless you.
That picture
Jack,
there.
it could be like Jack. It could be like the Brady Bunch intro with all of us. We could all be different pictures of Jack. The Talcott bunch, Talcott bunch, Talcott bunch, Talcott bunch.
You know what we would get? We could actually get something done if we'd all just shut up and let Talcott talk. If Talcott talks, then the rest of you can just listen.
Make our own theme song for one.
Actually, thank you, Moose. But perhaps the best thing I can do is be silent. I'm learning that more and more. Guys, this idea of God is with you, trust that, accept it, right? Want it and accept it and know that that which you seek is there for you. That which is for you is with you. That which is with you is for you. And everything is for you to do with what you want. Whatever's within your experience, it's all created and offered for you, just like my life experience and everyone in it. They were created and offered for me to discover, to learn from, and to experience life with. You guys are some interesting characters. Let me tell you, I fucking love you guys, but holy
love
cow.
you too, brother. These guys are fucking retarded. I'm hanging out with you just because it's you, but
got
like,
a bunch of foreign idiots on here, Jack. A bunch of foreigners.
I would upgrade these motherfuckers in a heartbeat if we had an upgrade.
I've been saying that a long time. I need better friends in my life. No offense, guys.
Jack, Duck looks like a Jew. I mean, let's be honest here. He really does. I mean, if you ever looked at Duck, I mean, he really does. I mean, we got to get that out. That schnoz is like, I mean, that nose. Hey. Okay, sorry, Jack. I'm just, let's be honest here, though.
You know, what I was going to say is Duck and Moose, they're beautiful men, right? Ricardo is too. He was just shining brightly. And Imperious, I'm sure you are too. And Craig and Beck's a beautiful lady, right? Thanks, we man. All shine in our own ways.
Thank you.
Took me a long time to get to this point, though, guys. When I think back about the past me, I was such a pig. There was a quote I learned, I think Groucho Marx may have said it, something about all women are beautiful. Some of them you just got to look a little deeper.
Holy shit, Jack.
That was me. I did. I found beauty in some of the strangest places and comfort in the most bizarre ways, but life is life.
Praise God, man. Fucking praise God. You got a lot of people here waiting and watching. You've got a great panel here today. Even though they're mostly retards, we've got a lady on the panel, and we've got you, Jack. You're carrying the whole thing, and we love you for that.
No, it's a community project, especially when we do these open panel things. Success or failure, it's a big part of who shows up and how they participate. And I do appreciate all of you. We cover a lot of different things in these channels. Frank, brother.
What's up with Frank?
You're not, Frank, please don't believe the things that you're telling yourself, because what it is you weren't open to communicating tonight. It's just not the time. Don't read too much into being put in the back, and we'll get along just fine, man.
Jack, we found love in a hopeless place. We found love in a hopeless place. Right, Jack?
Dude.
Rihanna.
Hey,
Rihanna.
there is so much depth to truth. Examining it and recognizing it, finding love in a hopeless place, man, this world is pretty hopeless. A lot of people find hopelessness. There's a lot of hopeless people around us, but we can still find love.
It is true, Jack. And you know, one thing I love, tax write-offs. And I've found that we could probably get a tax write-off for every underprivileged person that we have on the panel. And when I mean underprivileged, I'm not talking color. I'm talking about school. A lot of these guys didn't get in proper schooling, and you know, we have to deal with that today.
Jack, we got to get Landry some mental health, because look what he's saying in chat, Jack. He's sitting there saying, "I weigh as much as a 400-pound man." That's ridiculous, Jack.
I don't believe that.
Ridiculous.
I mean, if you ever saw OG, he's actually the size of a refrigerator.
I know his sausage fingers are, each one of his fingers are like a damn. I mean, those are a Polish sausage for each finger, Jack.
Anyways, why'd we get on fat people? Like, that's fucked up.
Because he was insinuating that I'm fat like OG. If I was that fat, I would have had a heart attack already with the amount that I talk. You know, you can't get as much oxygen with the amount of fat on the body, Jack. You know, it leads to cardiac arrest and all kinds of high cholesterol, diabetes, a lot of disease. We gotta keep our weight down, Jack.
It can creep up, that's for sure, especially if we don't pay attention. But that's what life is. If we don't pay attention, and if others around us don't look out for us, it's really easy for us to drift away from health, from honesty, from all sorts of good things. And there is, right now in the world today, there's a lot of people that are just sitting in pools of despair, and they're feeling hopeless.
On their own filth and wrappers of corn chips and Doritos and candy, just sitting in their own filth like Orthodox, Jack. I mean, he burned his house down because he couldn't stop eating his Twinkies, Jack. All the wrappers.
You're not living in love right now, Imperious.
Oh, I am. I love Orthodox. I'm trying to help him. I'm trying to get him down to lower his weight, Jack. You know,
you know what? If Landry came back today, I'd probably do a show with him because I love him.
I do. I love Landry too. You know, he made a little video about Chuck one time and put me in the video, and I thought that was quite cute. Look at it's Orthodox, Jack. He's on panel. The large guy. He's a husky boy, Jack.
Craig is bringing some all-star images today. Hey, you know, we're all different characters in this one crazy story, living out this one remarkable time. And there's a lot of very heartbreaking stories that are being lived out or carried with people right now. But at the same time, there's so many incredible opportunities for us all. Here, you know what? Chuck, God bless you, my brother. Your questions and your comments reveal more about you than they do me. And I've been wanting to talk to you the last couple of days, to be honest, because I'm really trying to understand, why can't you see me, Chuck? He can't see the good in me. He's just,
because he's not wearing his glasses.
I think he refuses to see the good in me. And that's just dumbfounding to me, but he's not alone. And that's why I'm hoping, Chuck, maybe it's time, you know, maybe he and I can figure out what's going on together. But it's not just Chuck, too. It's Snafu, it's Tommy and Paul and my kid.
I think Chuck loves you the most, though. I do think Chuck is the closest to being able to come back to the light. You know, I think give me your number. He wants to talk to you, Chuck, to Jack.
Yeah, I got you.
He does. I think Chuck really does. Like, Chuck has been one of your biggest supporters, dude. He's been here.
He's your nicest hater.
He's a good dude. He's not a bad man.
Lindsay, you know why Orthodox is mad at you? Lindsay,
we're talking about Chuck and Jack right now, not Orthodox. We're not talking about Smooth Night here. Hold on,
we're talking. Listen to me. Hold on.
I
We're
think there
talking
is
about
actually a place for Chuck and Jack to actually work things out.
There is.
I really do.
We're talking about Lindsay, though. Lindsay was making a
We
comment.
don't need to talk about Lindsay. She has not a problem with Jack.
Lindsay's a nice lady. Why are you trying to get upset about? I'm trying to give Lindsay some comfort here.
I'm not upset about it. It's just you're changing the subject again, bro.
Jack, I'm sorry. Okay, Jack, I'm sorry. Jack, I'll get back online, Jack. I'm sorry. I'll get back on the golden road, Jack. Back to Oz.
Like, I'll give you whatever you need, Imperius.
Yeah,
I'll give you the
give me
love
money.
too, but
what? You give me money?
You'll get money by being around me.
Moose, you're seeing it. And Imperius wasn't trying to do anything wrong. He's wanted to share some with
Comfort her and tell her that Orthodox sees her as a Slim Jim. That's why he's mad at her. That's why he's mad at Lindsay. She's a Slim Jim to him.
Mariah says I'm bossy, but like
Orthodox just
that's what a
hates
fucking
women.
man does is he leads. All right, I'm doing the best I can up
You're,
here.
yeah,
Mariah.
you're leading to the transition. You're leading yourself to the transition surgery.
No, he was actually trying to lead support for me. I saw what he was doing, and I appreciate it, Moose. It's not coming across as
Really? He's trying to win support for you to transition into a woman? Holy shit.
Nope. See, that's where confusion happens when people don't understand what's.
I was just joking, Jack.
Okay, gotcha. Hey, Truther Cop, welcome back to you.
Greetings, man. I mean, I thought you were going to say that's what happens when people don't know where they are right now. And Mr. Imperius, do you want to remind people where they are right now? I feel like you're the only one on the panel capable of doing so.
Thank you. You're in Talcott, and you all need to shut the fuck up and listen to Jack. All right, that's why we're here.
You see the smile on Jack's face?
I
though?
love you, Imperius.
He knows you guys are all fucking around,
No,
and he's
he
like,
knows
you know
I
what? I'm
love
gonna
it.
have
What are you
fun with
talking
this.
about?
But I would really like to
Moose,
get
why are
fucking
you
done
not
one of these
letting
days, guys.
Talcott speak for himself? You're just
It's the
projecting onto
laugh
him.
of
Like to gain like favor with him.
He's accepting you guys today, but he's laughing in disappointment.
Moose,
I can fucking
you're the
see
one
it.
he's accepting. You're projecting an awful lot right now. And I'm very glad to be here,
Maybe
Jack Talcott.
I am. Maybe he's
I just want to come here
accepting
because it
me
looked like you
today.
need a little security to keep it on point. And I know Imperius is here to bring that. That's why, you know, he knows where we are. It seems to be the rest.
I'm in the presence of Jack, dude. Like, look, I'm the one. If Jack, anyone's the example. Look how much I've changed for Jack. I've changed all my. Look how much. Look, I'm not sexually harassing Emily when I'm up here. Like, dude,
Hey,
Jack,
you're
look
right
at all
about that. But we should change Truther Cop to half Truther Cop because you only give half truths today.
Why? Because I'm not going to tear into you, Moose, because I'm deciding to be lenient. We already know you're a failure. Get out of here, Moose. He loves you. All right, that was a half truth. I wanted to make sure your word was true.
Hold on just a minute here. I'm sorry, guys.
That was a service to Moose and his word. He said that I was coming here telling half truths. I wanted to tell a half truth.
He literally did. He came up and started bullshit for no reason. Hey, Imperius, you're the only one that can call everybody out. He was just trolling everybody.
jealous. What
The
are you
same
jealous
shit that
that he
everybody
didn't?
else has been doing
Jack,
up here
he's jealous.
today.
He didn't get a pat on the head. Jack, do you notice how immature this is? Jack, look at him. Like,
I'm
I
not
don't
looking for a
understand.
pat on the head. I'm just trying to tell the truth. The fucking truth, guys. Just be real for
Moose,
once.
we love you.
Stop
Moose, we
acting
love
like a
you.
dumbass and be
Moose, we
real.
love you too. Jack loves you too. Jack loves you too. You're not his
I
favorite.
know Jack
we
loves
love
me.
you,
I wouldn't
Moose.
be
We
here if
love
Jack
you.
didn't love me. Okay.
Jack, can you tell me that you love him? I think he's a little bit insecure right now.
Jack, he's like the middle. He feels forgotten. Why don't you tell him you love him, Jack?
Moose is one of the good guys in my book.
Doesn't that feel good? Doesn't it feel good to see that someone's a good guy? And doesn't it feel good to sit with silence too?
Yeah.
Really
No.
does.
It does.
No?
Thank you.
Is the silence uncomfortable? If the silence is uncomfortable, then please look inside and find what prevents your comfort.
I was joking.
I can smell duck through the phone, so it's hard.
The fuck?
Dark in a psychedelic colors, man. That's a cool light show.
You know what? I see on these panels a lot of people, and I see a lot of little children crying out, looking for healing, looking for reassurance, looking for confirmation that it's okay. And it is okay until everything is okay until it's not. But I'm pretty convinced that everything is not only just okay, I'm pretty convinced it's getting better. USA, if you're missing out on the love here today, dude, whoa, holy cows, I'm not sure. All right, I can understand. I can understand how you might get confused by the interruptions, but there's a lot of love here between all of these people and me, for sure. I see it.
Jack, I love you so much. I think you should ban USA forever from the chat for that comment.
Jack, I love the panel so much. I would spoon anyone on here. How do you feel about that, Jack?
Well, I've already agreed to that earlier on, but you told me to go fuck myself.
Ooh.
Promise.
He was
Jack
probably telling you to
changes
do
minds
that
and hearts,
in
though.
love.
Jack changes heart.
Because
My-
you probably are a little aggressive and probably haven't, released the pipes in a while or whatever.
Let's not worry about.
I'll be the back spoon for you guys. Be the back spoon.
She's gonna have that fucking
Ricardo, are you
12-inch
from the
black
UK?
strap, and she'll spoon you good.
Mm-mm.
That's what they deserve, though, Jack.
English, man.
Well,
That's what they
speaking of
deserve.
what
why would you
Moose
bring it
just
there? This is
referenced,
about
I have to
Talcott.
go. I'm gonna go make some pickles.
You face off
Thank you very much
now.
for having me, Jack.
Great job,
Good to
Moose.
see you all on panel. Shout
Anyone
out
else
to
who
the
wants
chat.
to get up on chat? Great to see you,
Bye
Jack.
for now.
Miss Bex.
Wonderful to see
Have
you.
a great night.
Love you.
It's fine. It's fine, Moose. No problem.
I understand why you leave. Moose is kind of he just has that effect
She
on
didn't
women.
leave because of me. She's making
She'll come back
pickles,
when
though.
it's
Shut up,
quieter,
Truther.
I'm sure.
That's
Jack,
what
have
she
you
wanted
ever
to say
had
to save her
fried
ego,
pickles,
and
Jack?
I don't know
Jack,
why she would just not say the truth. But
Jack, have you ever had fried pickles by any chance? Are they good? Do you enjoy them? That's a lot of love in those too, Jack. I love fried food. Jack, any fried food is just, man, Jack. You like the state fair, Jack? Like where they fry everything and stuff? Like deep fried
Hey,
bananas.
Jack, do you like fucking beef jerky, Jack? Or do you like this, Jack? Some random ass shit from space,
Jack,
Jack?
I just think it's so
Hey,
aggressive.
Jack. Hey, you
Cauliflower.
don't even give a fuck about this, Jack. But hey, do you like this, Jack? Like,
I'm
do you
trying to get
not
closer to
see
Jack.
what you're fucking
Why
doing?
don't you stop being so aggressive and having so much aggression and non-love coming off of you? I'm trying to get closer to Jack. See, even the chat, even Insane Wheel said he loves fried pickles. We're trying to talk about discussions that bring people together, not separate
No,
them.
you're right. You're right. I'm sorry. I'm gonna take a
Fried
deep breath and
food
I'm gonna
brings
kick
people
back.
together, Jack. Fried chickens, everything. Fried everything is good, Jack.
Eat your greens, guys. Drink your water.
There you
Then
Jack,
go.
don't you
you'll look
agree
like
that the most
Ricardo
love-
with hair
But
that's
Jack, don't you
thinning
agree
and
that the most love a lot of the times is spread at the table, Jack, when we're all together, passing love like Thanksgiving and stuff, Jack? Like all the love at the table when you have a good family together, Jack. Can you imagine Jack at the head of the table and all of us there? We're all passing collard greens to each other and mashed potatoes. That'd be good, Jack. What do you think?
Gravy.
People will eat the most fascinating things, and there's plenty of things to eat. But the opportunities before us, guys, this is our lifetime to live, and I truly do believe that we have a chance. We have a chance to do anything we believe we can. I believe we can change the world, guys. Peace is the path, and all of us. If we just settle into recognizing that if I don't worry so much and I don't argue so much, life gets a lot simpler. Following that train of thought, if we don't worry or argue as much, life gets more simple. It's really that simple. what God and Jesus are asking of us. Guys, the topic in the title today, right? Grow your relationship with the divine Trinity. Spend time figuring out to you what is divine. I found what is divine for me is truly God, and I got to know through God, I got to know greater truth. Greater truth got me to a better relationship with God. God brought me greater love. Love transformed me. Through a greater love, I found a closer relationship with God. It just all goes together like that. So if you just allow it to be all together like that and realize, oh, wow, I'm all together like that. I'm not so broken. I'm not so bad off. That's how it all starts. Starts with an idea, guys. That's how God started everything. It's fucking amazing.
It's fucking amazing, Jack. And you know what? You brought a calm. You brought like a fucking sense of calm to this panel. You brought it back.
I love you guys. We are nearing 3 hours, and you know, Jack does get into a pumpkin, and it's getting warm, and I need.
Don't let Moose chase you out of here, Jack. Just boot him from the panel.
How many hours should we do? I feel like this is
24, Jack. 24.
No, not 24. Jack is a man who likes to. He values a work-life balance.
Jack's a man with
we go
stamina.
for 4.
Ask all the women. Jack's a man
you
with
have
great
7
stamina.
people
Ask the
on
women.
panel. Only 2 are worth a shit. I say we go 1 more hour.
Yeah, me and Imperious and Jack, obviously, that goes without saying. Frank, you know, if only he could keep his fucking schedule together, maybe he might be. But
Jack,
we already had
maybe
this discussion.
maybe
I'm
you
not
found out
bringing it up
if Duck was actually alive, Jack. I haven't heard from him in about an hour. You see, he just dropped off, Jack. I mean,
Wake his ass up. Duck!
I was concerned
Wake
about
up, Duck! Wake up!
Well, who's this Ricardo Sons guy? I don't
We
even
got to
know who
wake
this
him
guy
up
is.
from the beer coma.
I don't know anything about him. Oh, that's Frank.
I've been around these panels for a long time, man.
Jack, this is ridiculous.
Jack, look at it. Serious Jack
He's
in the
turned
corner.
into the new El
It's
Perro.
serious Jack. Serious Jack in the corner. It's serious Jack.
Very pensive.
Hey, man. Did you ever think that you would be like the face of all these people would put your face on it?
Jack, next time I come on, I'm just gonna have you in the background, Jack. Jack's gonna. I'm gonna have a meme of Jack being like a prophet. I'm gonna do that, Jack. I'm gonna make an AI image of you being a prophet. That's gonna be my next attack.
Actually, I love it, and I do. There are so many creative and fun things we can do together, but really, let's see what we can do to make it real. Let's see if we can prove that this is real, that it's time for the new kingdom.
Whoa. Was that like some subconscious psychological like warfare? Like, let's prove that this is real, Jack? Let's prove that this is real? How much did they pay you?
No, this is the twist. The mankind has been confused. They created a false Israel for false wars and false supremacy and false division and all these nonsense. But what Jesus was the result of being born again in being grafted through Jesus to God is you are literally more grounded and more connected to that which is real. That which is real is God. That which is unreal might be us.
We got a question from the chat, Jack. This is a totally fucked up question, but they want to know if your bush is similar to your beard because you have a full beard. A full beard. Women out here getting interested in the Jack Talcott.
How much product do you use in that beautiful thing, Jack? Not much.
Actually, a real question. How long did it take you to grow that beard? It's sexy.
I don't know. It's been online. I've kind of trimmed it a little bit. I might cut it again. I'm actually open to input. What should I do with my face?
Jack,
I'm not going to do it publicly.
Jack, no. Jack, you look like a serious leader. I think.
I think it's just a little sharper on the sides. Maybe that's about it. And maybe a little.
Maybe just a little. Yeah, a tapering of the side.
Maybe dye your beard all one color. So it's just all sort of.
No. This gives him
No, that gets
this
away.
gives him wisdom.
He's got wisdom in that beard. Why would he get
Exactly.
into the? What are you talking about?
Yeah, no. Wisdom. He Jack's like a sorcerer.
Yeah. I don't need any makeup or dyes, but I'm all right with cutting what it's grown.
Jack reminds me of Odin. You know, he reminds me of Odin.
Just gonna make a coffee.
You know what, guys? Each of us has our own costume. Our body is a costume. Allow it to change. Allow it to be used in a different way. Play a different role in a different part and have fun with it. Explore what it's like to be you. But I found this is the absolute truth. I'm convinced this is true, but I could be wrong. In order to know what you want, you must be honest. And you must be able to face and overcome your fears and your doubts in order to gain certainty in what you do want. That's the path I found for me, and I've heard it reported through many others. It's that path of discomfort and that part we don't want to do. That's where the real transformation occurs. And I've been through lots of shit I didn't want to do, but I'm so grateful I went through it. And I want everyone else to feel good, knowing that you made it through it too. Whatever it was that you made it through. And recognize that you're here to do you as great as you can. So let yourself be as great as you can. By the direct path, give yourself to God. Let God do with you what love will do. Let love transform you. I'm telling you, that's what my story was. I met a woman, I felt love. That love got me started on a path of self-improvement. She left. I continued that path of self-improvement. And then I found a greater love, like revolutionary love. And I felt, you know what? I'm kind of a revolutionary type of guy. So let me pursue that idea. And you know what? After letting love transform me, I know the radical power of revolutionary love, and love is the path. America is ready to lead the world into transformation and peace, but it's going to be up to the people to make it happen. So let's be a part of this people that makes the world happen in a better way, in our small ways and our bigger ways. What do you think?
Fuck yeah, Jack, let's do it.
I love you guys. I really do. Let's have fun with life, the life that we have. As much as we can, as long as we're honest. I'm pretty sure that that's what God wants us to do. I'm pretty sure God wants us to honestly love each other, honestly love ourselves, most importantly, honestly love God. Seems like the right path to point people. Hey, let's start wrapping up. Final words from folks, please.
Well, Mr. Talcott, I just want to come up here and provide a little security because, you know, sometimes the people don't respect where they're at right now and in the moment. And I want to make sure that remind everyone a little bit. You know, good to see you. Good to see everybody.
Thank you for bringing the reminders and the backup. I appreciate you, brother, for looking out for me.
Oh, yeah, of course. Be well.
Anywhere else? Any order?
Jack, I just want to say I fucking love you.
Fucking love you too, Imperious. Thank you for showing up, brother.
I'm always here, Jack, every day for you. Spreading the message. Changing the fucking world, Jack. With Jack on our mind, we're not going to take any Jack shit. All right, Jack, let's do it. Talk to you soon.
I personally think this face is Jack's flirting face with Imperious.
Awesome. Awesome. That's great. What you think? I just want to say, hey, guys out there, if you haven't clicked the like button, it's free. It costs nothing to hit the like button. Throw a comment down there for Jack. If you do find that value here, whether it be entertainment value, spiritual value, community, or friendship or whatever, and you want to donate to Jack, please do. If you don't, then that's fine too. But that's what helps things go around. That's what helps. Resources are what helps build more things. And if you want to see the community grow, it's a grassroots community, and Jack can use it any way possible. Thank you, Jack, for accepting me for who I am, and I appreciate you guys on panel today. I know I called you guys retards. I love you guys, even if I think I'm more intelligent than you. I think that's just me being a narcissistic prick, and I hope you guys have a good day. Bye.
Thank you, Moose. Appreciate you.
Fucking asshole. Fucking a-hole. No, I love
Ricardo,
you. I've seen me. I love me. I've seen him on many panels, many other panels, and he's always himself. Whether he's positive or negative, he's always like honest. So I love him. I love this place as well. I'll be back tomorrow, hopefully. Hopefully you will too, because you're becoming a regular part of my life and my daily routine. I don't mind that because it's always worth it. It's always good fun. I usually learn something. So
appreciate that sincerely. Thank you, brother. Have a blessed night. Craig, welcome to you.
I've got nothing to say, dude, apart from having a bit of fun.
Hey, you brought some fun, and I appreciate what you brought, how you showed up. I've enjoyed you, and I hope you return again. I'm going to drop you out. Just briefly, Frank, if you're still there, do you want a public discussion, or you want to hang around till later? It's up to you. I can't hear you, though. You're not muted. Your volume is up. Unable to hear you, Frank. If you want to try reconnecting, connecting, or double check, is your mic on? Is it off? I don't think we're communicating right now, Frank. Maybe this is not the time. God is perfect, though, and I'm not going to sweat it. Brother, you're welcome to try reconnecting. Maybe after the stream, you and I can chat, but unfortunately, I think that might be the right suggestion and path, because it is what it is. In this day and age, we are all living our lives each day. And sometimes, if we're not really thinking clearly, we can do things that we didn't want to do. And I actually believe it's on good men, good women to look out for one another, to help make sure that we do the things we want to do instead of the things we don't want to do. So, Frank, how about now? How's the audio? You're muted on.
And here we are. Yeah. Yeah. Just blessings to you, man. I appreciate the show, and thank you for having us all up tonight. And I'll stick around if we can talk behind the scenes a little bit. Yeah. So.
All right, brother. Appreciate that. Appreciate you showing up. In the background today, brothers and sisters, it was intended to be the message of peace and love, and I think we shared it. I think we did. I think we had some fun. We had some different personalities. We had a lot of different directions in the conversation, but the conversations, I do believe, are coming together, especially here on this channel. And please, as Moose was saying, this is a grassroots growth. Be a part of my success. Please, if you like what you're hearing and you want to see me succeed, which there's many of you, give yourself permission to think of who might be interested in this, who might be glad I pointed them towards Jack. And if you can be the middleman, establishing connections, as Moose said, that's what's going to make everything good grow. Connections and resources, just like any other project. That's what it's going to be. It's about. You either connect only yourself, or you involve others and you connect together for this project. And I'm inviting you, join me. Join me in this project of creating a world without fear, a world filled with love, in a world all around the world. It's better for everyone, and we celebrate together. Yahoo! We are alive again today. Let's celebrate and create, right? Create a better future. I hope this is coming through. Brothers and sisters, I'm wrapping it up for sure now. If StreamYard stops lagging on me. Holy cows. There we go. Brothers and sisters, thank you again to all of you tuning in, whether it's live or later. And if you tune in near the end, I encourage you to check out the beginning. Make sure and see what you can get. I do believe I've got a set, if I remember right. I think I set us to head over to another panel channel with Finding Gnosis, and I think they're already going. If you head that way, share your love wherever you go. Till next time, choose love, peace for everyone, walk with faith, and of course, live without fear. God bless you, and thank you all.